sin. Their gentle lies and swaying tales, whispered secrets carried by the wind's wails. In happy heaven, in the heartland, freedom of thought in the vast expanse, freedom of heart in the sunset's dance, freedom of trust in the fattest cow's stance. I'd watch them graze, content and serene, each bite of grass felt like a dream. The fattest cow, Sheeny, was a sight to see. She waddled happily, her spirits free. In happy heaven, in the heartland, freedom of thought in the rustling leaves, freedom of heart in the scent of hay sheaves, freedom of trust in the songs the wind weaves. Memories float back like a warm embrace, smell of manure and wildflowers in space, sweet taste of milk straight from the source. In heifer heaven, memories never lose force. In happy heaven, in the heartland, freedom of thought in the morning's light, freedom of heart in the stars at night, freedom of trust in the heifers pure and bright. So here's to the heifers roaming free. In their world of simplicity, they hold the key to freedom of thought, heart and trust. In heifer heaven, where happiness is a must.
And now you know why that giggle is so important.
Yes.
Because, again, I had to get up to run to go find the beeswax, right?
Mhm.
Thank you, by the way, Dom. I absolutely love it. And yes, I realized my lips were cracking. And it's like, oh, shoot, I got to go get some beeswax. I looked up to see how much time we have, and we were out.
Yes.
It's like, oops, did we do that? We are dangerous. When you get the two of us together, folks,
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you, we're both time blind. We just let you, what's it called? When you have a peeper in your window, what's it? Somebody who just peeps in on you.
Oh,
Peeping Tom.
Peeping Tom.
We just turn y'all into peeping Toms as we come along and basically just talk and let you guys watch on. Of course, sometimes we like to have the added topics, because then we're like a motor with the pull string.
Yes.
You guys give us a topic. Now, ripcord, boom, there we go. So I'm sorry, there I went.
I got the cats as part of the new and improved mental health of my kitty here.
Right.
I got some new toys. I got each of them one of these they're made by the Kong company.
Right.
So the Kong that makes the dog toys that are so brilliant.
And
but these things are filled with Canadian catnip.
Oh,
and
Canadian
they love them
is different than American catnip?
I don't know, but I'm buying local, right?
Right. Okay. Well, there you go. That makes
But I also
sense.
I've never seen a toy like this for cats before. It's the best thing in the world. Again, it's from Kong. It's called a kickaroo.
Oh yeah, no, that
But
saves
this is
furniture.
the same length as their body.
It
And now
saves
she can
furniture.
kick without scratching the heck out of my arms.
Exactly.
So, and it's full of catnip too. So
I had a cat who used to lay down under the couch and would kick at the couch and
oh, yeah.
remove. That's why I say it saves furniture. Those
Yeah.
things are so like awesome.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'm thrilled with Kong. I'm so glad that they've come out with stuff for cats.
The thing is, sometimes you do have to watch out on the safety issues.
Yeah.
Kong is in it for the money, like the others. I was a worshiper of Kong. Did I say that? Yes, I did. But I was a worshiper of Kong until they started advertising the fleece stuff that that killed Moon. So it's like, oh shoot, everybody's got to keep making more money. Just stop with the greed already. Get comfortable at a level and go
that's
from
a
there.
good idea, Cynthia.
What?
Cynthia, sorry, I'm like reading and
she says reading and talking.
Yes, she used to rub catnip on a roll of paper towels and put the rubber bands around it, and then give that to the cat. That would be a lot of fun. I think Sweets would really love it. You can't. She's right off the screen, but she's having a freaking blast with this thing.
Okay, so wait just a moment. So now you have paper towels all over your house?
At the end of the day, it's no more.
They're paper
no
towels.
Better or worse.
Okay, you have to understand. I'm a poor white woman. Okay, paper towels have always been a luxury for me.
Oh, paper towels is fine china in my family.
Yeah, no, it is fine china. That's why it's a luxury, because I will not take a paper towel to dry my hands. That's what the washable towels are for. Wow. If I use a paper towel, it is like treating whatever the bacon often as gold. And yes, when I get the grease off of the bacon, I set that folded paper towel aside for the next 2 or 3 times until it's soaked with. I'm sorry, but paper towels was a extreme luxury item that was not in my house for as long as I was not having sex, and that's 20 years, folks.
No, we use paper towel for everything, but then I live in BC, and the only thing we have more of than trees is water. So, paper towels are seriously, honestly disposable. I never grew up with it being but it is our fine china. Like if we're having like a nice family dinner, more often than not, we'll just eat pizzas and stuff off the paper towel. And then
oh my goodness, how funny! No, that's when I pull out the paper plates, because paper plates. I'm a camper in the desert. We have paper plates all over the place, but that's a requirement, right? Yeah. And it saves on the water that we need out at the desert. Or I was just telling myself last night, I need to go into my camping gear that I have out in the garage, and I need to bring my paper plates in. Hi, folks! Just in case you didn't really understand, we do turn y'all into peeping toms. Okay, yes. So
we just sit and we chat, and if you want to chat too.
Look at what Cynthia did. She threw out a boop, and here we go. 5 minutes later,
camping. She's camping with Wi-Fi. That's crazy. That's glamping on a whole new level.
She wasn't camping a little bit ago.
Oh, she said just camping.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, okay. I assume that meant she's
because
camping.
She was at home. When
maybe she's camping in the backyard.
Could be, but so anyway, and she's got cooler weather at her place. But no, I was telling myself today, as I made my bacon and eggs for breakfast, I fried up my bacon, and then I made my I made my eggs, and I put some cream in it, and I put some cayenne pepper and some salt and pepper, and then I scrambled it up. And when the bacon was about done, I poured the eggs over the top of it, the bacon, and then I kind of scrambled them all up, and then I eat the scrambled eggs, and then I eat the bacon. with the scrambled eggs on it,
Yeah.
so that I got a mixture. But see, this way that I get the flavor of the eggs by themselves with bacon grease, and then I get to she's camping on her butt like
Oh.
you are. And so then I get the bacon and egg. I don't know. I'm going to call it like a tortilla sandwich. I don't know.
Nice.
You know,
Sounds
without the
tasty.
tortilla. Because I can't eat the tortilla. It was the second day I've had it, because normally I don't do this. And I just like, I don't want hard boiled eggs. And so I made the scrambled egg sausage, or not sausage, but bacon. It's almost like an omelet, almost like an omelet, where you get more than one flavor in a bite, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, after I used another plate, now I've got a sink full of dishes. The last night I did the dishes, and now I have a sink full of dishes again. I'm like, I really need to go out to the garage and get my paper plates, because I am tired of doing the dishes. Because I used to not eat this much, but I'm working on eating this much to drop weight.
Right.
And that means that's a whole lot of dishes. Am I losing weight because I'm eating a lot, or am I losing weight because I'm working harder, like, at things like dishes?
Probably the chores. Blame the chores. Because then it gives you a reason to do them.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah. Well, yesterday Cynthia and I decided yesterday, no, not Cynthia and I, Tammy and I decided yesterday was a due day. Okay. Because I didn't mean to do anything. Okay. Well, Thursday night I didn't do the front yard, and Friday night I didn't do the backyard. So I figured I would get up bright and early on Saturday and do the yards. Right. Well, I got up and I was like talking myself out of doing the yards. And I got up and instead of doing the yards before I drink my coffee, and yes, a lot of times my energy comes in bursts before I drink my coffee. So instead of doing the yards before I drink my coffee, I turned on the TV, because I'm special, and started drinking my coffee. 3 cups later, I get up and decide to do the front yard, right? So I go out and I start mowing the front yard, but then it's like, you know what? I don't want to mow because there's some weeds, right? I don't want to mow the weeds, so I'll go ahead and pull the weeds. I spent like 2 or 3 hours, I don't know how long, pulling weeds. And I'm not even done mowing the first front yard. Right? So I'm like, screw this. I'm done pulling the weeds. I already went and got the trash can for the green trash can, right? I already got that out there. So now that's almost full. And I go back and I start finishing mowing the first front yard. And then I finish mowing the second front yard. And then I put the mower away and I get the blower out and I get everything all blowed up. And I'm like, ooh, it's so party. And then it's time to put it all away. And I walk straight through the garage with it all to the back door of the garage, to the back fence of the backyard. And I set it at the back fence. I don't even open the back fence, right? Yeah. I just put it there just in case I go outside and I opt to, in the evening, right, mow the yard. Yeah, well, I come inside because I'm hot, I'm bothered, and it's like 30:00, right? Yeah. So I go on to Discord and I'm like, this is what I have done. Now, mind you, I have already done laundry, done dishes, done some other things in the house. I don't even know what all I did that I didn't mean to do while I was watching TV. You know how that goes? Mm-hmm. So now it's 30:00. I am hot. I am sweaty. I sit down on Discord to whine a little bit and go, oh gosh, I just, and I literally took the phone after doing that, hit the lock button, put it down, stood up and walked right outside, grabbed the lawnmower and started mowing the backyard. I didn't even give anybody a chance if they were going to. There's not a lot of us. I don't expect anybody to sit and live online. I didn't even if everybody I knew lived online in Discord, right?
Mhm.
And they were all responding at one time. It was not like our chat. I ignored it and walked away and didn't even look.
Wow.
I just went out and answered my own question and started mowing the backyard, which also meant then that I had to blow the backyard, which then I blew some extra crap right into my pool. So now I'm cleaning my pool. And I come back in the house and I'm like, yeah, it's time to strip down and go climb in the pool. So I stripped down and went and climbed in the pool. I got my body core temperature down so perfect. The pool is, nice. I don't even have to turn on the AC because when my core temperature reduces that much, the AC is not needed. When I sit outside and on the back patio here at my house, my in real life house, I was on the back patio, but I entered the porch, right? And then Dom and Tammy showed up. So I'm just out in the backyard enjoying my backyard. I'm all cooled off. And I was starting to get a little bit chilly because I cooled down my core body temperature that much. It was awesomely great. Everybody, I want you to look at Sweet Speck there.
She's the one that's apparently she's stressed because was peeing anywhere but the box. And apparently she's stressed because the antibiotics didn't do anything for her.
Oh.
So the good news is she hasn't peed in a wrong spot in like 2 days. So that's good. I've got the Happy Cat pheromone stuff in a diffuser, plug-in diffuser. So it's supposed to be good for up to 700 square feet. And my place is most definitely not that big.
What kind of kitty litter do you use?
Arm & Hammer.
Okay.
Arm & Hammer. But I haven't changed any, like that's the weird thing because I haven't changed anything in our life.
But
Nothing.
the producers do, and all that kitty litter is not good. I had one kitty who almost died because it gets between their feet and some of the residue, and then they lick it and it destroys their liver. There is this pellet litter.
Yes, there is a few different types. Sawdust.
I think it has to do with the tree. I don't know. I'd have to go. If you want, I'll go check because I have some in my bathtub.
Yeah, I've seen them before. I just haven't gotten around to.
Both of my bathtubs are storage things. You want to save money? Those things are awesome. Those things, I have my indoor outdoor. Well, no, Ditto's. I have Ditto's indoor outdoor cat, right? And I'm just going to share with you that this little shit will come in here and use the kitty box that's got those because he likes them better. And yet at the same time, this sounds horrible. Okay. But you empty it when it's all used.
Yeah.
Okay. Or if there's a BM in it, you take out the BM.
Yeah.
This thing has been going for a year or two now. And there's no smell. There's no odor. There's nothing. And he prefers to use it. In fact, he'll stay out in the garage. The garage is warm. It's funny. Cats like warm weather.
Yeah.
And he likes to go out to the garage. How dare I go out to the garage without letting him know? But he likes to go out to the garage and hang out. And then he'll be like, I want to stay out here. And I moved his kitty box out there. And so he'll just use it instead of coming in the house and going out and going outside. It's like, you're a cat. You're so weird. So he is just so weird.
Well, yeah, we're changing one thing at a time and we shall see. Like I said, I got some really awesome toys and I've got the pheromone stuff going. They're a lot happier. I don't know if you've noticed.
They're kind of stoned. They're mommy medicated.
Yeah, you should have seen it when I first plugged in the diffuser. I guess it was 2 days ago. It showed up Friday afternoon. So I plugged it in and I guess the diffuser it's a little bit stronger when you first start it up.
Right.
And the two of them, they were nearly cross-eyed and just like so slow and just flopping and giving me a belly to rub. And it was awesome. They're
Well,
kissing each other and grooming each other. It's just awesome.
I never had cats that like catnip. I had cats that could just leave it. They didn't
Yeah.
care.
Me too.
And then I had Archie. Archie loved his catnip. So I decided, it's time to try him out. So, then I get to find out Archie totally loves his catnip, right? Okay, I have 3 minutes to do something. I'm sorry. Okay, I have to send it to myself first. Where's my other phone? Oh my God. It's right there. No, yes, it's right where it's looking at you, stupid. What are you talking about? So anyway,
I'm just gonna get right out of the picture here.
yeah. So I got him some catnip, found out, he really liked it. And then Reggie was like, "The hell's wrong with you, cat?" So, but it's okay. Then I put down some more catnip for Archie, and I put it in one of those heavy ceramic bowls, right?
Oh, yeah.
That you put for the cat food. He apparently ate all that catnip and then was picking up the bowl. And like for half an hour, I was trying to figure out what the hell is that sound. That was him picking up the bowl and dropping it because it was out of catnip. I am just not even, I wish I could say I was lying, but I'm not. I had never seen a cat that was that funny for catnip. Never, ever, never, ever. And
my
I thought
cats
it was
have
great.
never been over. These two love catnip, apparently. But my old cat, he didn't like it. It didn't do anything for him. But what did was honeysuckle. So if you grow honeysuckle and then you're cutting the branches off, if you cut the branches into rounds and then you soak them in water, it's
Right?
just like catnip for cats. And it makes your house smell really great too.
Ooh. You're
Yeah.
going to have to remind me of that again.
Mm-hmm.
You are totally going to have to remind me. I know, but I want to open it here.
I know. I sent it to myself.
Yes. It's like, gee, thanks a fucking lot. See, okay. So last night I went on somebody else's stream. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to tell anybody what stream because we played a deck of cards. And well, you know how you and I are, where we'll just tell the honest to God's truth about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the questions were sexual.
Oh,
exactly. And I'm like, this might not be a really good thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, how come it didn't post? Where did I post it? I posted it
Was
somewhere.
it Never Have I Ever? Is that the game?
No, it was WTF.
Oh, never heard of that one.
Oh, look, you just said that. And then Froggy, okay, Froggy, I'm going to save that because she just said never have I ever. And the first thing I see here is never have I ever. So my post didn't post. Yes, it did. Okay. Don't be, I'm running out of time. Okay. So let me just share with you. Okay. Got it. Let me just share with you what I am doing. Okay.
Okay.
So there is an online protest going on, kind of like right now. Okay. And I am trying to post it in my I've got it posted in my Facebook, and now I am trying to post it into my Twitter. Hashtag YSL trial protest. Okay. So
they're protesting the what's his face that Nick is covering?
Right. I mean, it's like,
what are they protesting?
The trial itself.
Okay, because it's just been so full of ridiculousness. And
it's a political trickery. It's not for anything except for political trickery. It's a bullshit thing. Okay.
So did they ever decide that the rapper dude, they're still trying to decide, right? Like that's this case, right?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's the problem.
They were trying to make it into a RICO at one point, I thought.
It is a RICO. That's
Oh, it
the
is.
only reason that they were able to pull this up. And the bitch, I know this is in my gut of all gut feelings, and I'm probably going to get yanked for this one. I think somebody who brought charges up on all of these guys screwed one of the opposing gang member people, and then thought, oh, I can now use all the information I got from him while I was screwing him, because now she's broke up with him, and I can do this for RICO so that I can run for a different office. Does that make sense?
Melly's prosecutor, or is it the his defense lawyer lady who brought the stupid notebook? I can't even remember what it said.
See, there's just so
How
much.
to get away with murder or something.
And Fanny is the one that is using this to climb letters.
Fanny, that's the one that was going after Trump, right?
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay. And she's involved in the Melly trial?
And she needed this case.
I didn't know that.
She needed this case to be able to open it up so she could go after Trump. Does that all make sense? It's all friggin' tied together. So anyway, the idea is to
Hello, OG.
There's OG. He's here. Hi, baby. So anyway, the idea, and if you want to go to my my Twitter and save the picture and retweet it. Don't retweet my tweet because it doesn't count as part of the protest.
You have to save the picture and then retweet the picture.
With the hashtag YSL trial protest. Okay. And do it to as much, and that's where I was going. I was going over to my my YouTube community channel, and this is one way that we get Nick back faster. I'm not, because he'll come when he'll come at the end of the trial. He'll come back out. See. So wouldn't it be funny if all of a sudden he has to turn around and come back out again? I think it would be.
Gosney's doing good. I haven't been able to catch up with Gosney in eons, and I just found out that that stupid
see you next Tuesday
warrior, her article.
See you next Tuesday, bitch.
I only just found out that it cost him his new job, so I had no idea that any of that was going on. So I messaged him, and he just got back to me. He says he's already onward and upward, and that's lovely.
Yeah,
that's lovely for him.
I would love to see her, and you have met me. I would love to see her in an alley without witnesses.
Apparently, Rekieta Law is Xing too. The Y chromosome is slowly vanishing. A new sex gene may be the future of men. Ha! Oh, smartass. He says clearly it's being replaced by the Y chromosome. WHY.
Why?
See, I really hope that Rekieta can get his shit.
I saw a picture of him in Hollywood, and I'm so sorry. I'm just feeling like, he's still not doing well.
I don't know.
Surrendering to possible jail time.
I know he's looking at the jail time. That's
it's rare, but he is surrendering to the possibility. That's what I caught him saying. I don't hang out on his feed.
I don't either.
I tuned in just in time to hear him say that. I think it was last night.
Yeah, see, he's another one that they all post or stream rather while I'm busy with real life.
Well, and he's been doing it whenever, so it's a little bit different. Anyway, Cynthia, as I said earlier, is camping on her butt. Catnip is like martini for cats, so now the martini is airborne.
Yes.
And OG, who popped in, says, in another life, I think I knew the two of you.
I think I knew
you sure
you
did. And he's like, wait, Uncle Rico? And then
Yeah.
he's like, hello, because we said hello. And then Cynthia waves at him. And OG says, I don't like STDs. I definitely protest. Would
Yeah.
that be short for standards or sexually transmitted
Studs.
disease? Or what's up there, bud? AP says, hola, y'all. Hey,
Hey.
hey, how you doing, Bubby? And there's Daisy Girl
Hi, Daisy.
lurking, saying, hi, sweeties. Hi, Bubby Girl.
Hello.
Thank you so much. I've been thinking about my mama for the last couple of days. So how perfect is it that you pop up as if to answer that, yes, she is with me. OG says, is Pinocchio saying I want to be a real boy? Hate speech?
No, but only because he's talking about himself. If
There you
he
go.
had said, I bet you that boy there wants to be a real boy, that would be hate speech. And racism and a couple other isms too, probably, just to be fair.
You know how great countries would be if we just toughen the fuck up and put up on our big boy panties? Because to me, statements like that, it's not really a hate speech. I don't feel like it's a speech. Does that make sense? We've got two people over in Diggers who needs to come flying over here to us, and that way then you can chat with chat and let us know that we're here.
Did you get the little red concern? Did you get the notice? It says Shenny's Rumble is having trouble streaming to your destination.
Well, no, where would I get that?
Oh, it just opened up right underneath the end stream sign. It's got a little red exclamation point.
Oh, yes, I do. I wasn't looking over there. We're having trouble streaming to your destination. Is it possible the stream was ended or deleted? No. Well, let's just edit that crap, you moron. No, it would make sense. I was over here looking at it. So why?
Well, that's your problem. You looked at it.
Right?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the last thing. Oh, because I said Fanny.
I'm not looking at that. That's why.
I don't.
Oh, my goodness.
We have changes. I have no idea. OG says define real boy. I need to turn that down. I don't know if it started streaming back or not. I have no idea.
Oh, that is very cool.
What is that?
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm
She's
stuck in
on
the
her
X
phone
hole.
and she can't. Squirrel!
I'm stuck in the X hole and I can't get out. I'm trying to find you so that I can post that thing.
Well, just search for me. It's so much easier.
I know, but instead it's showing me pictures of pumpkins that have been grown with plastic models of Biden's face planted on it. So it's actually grown into the plastic mask, and it's like a Biden
they
face
do that
popping
with
out of the
them
pumpkin.
Now. I have no idea.
That's weirding me right out.
Wait, we're having trouble streaming to your destination. Is it possible the stream was ended or deleted or the destination? This can occur only if the RTMP server URL or stream is incorrect. We'll keep trying to let you know. Well, I'd greatly friggin' appreciate that, morons. It's like, seriously. Okay, so what do you want me to do about it? You're having the fucking wet dream problem over here.
The little box disappeared now, but you still got an exclamation point.
Yeah, well, it's because I keep trying to go in and do things. And
it's green now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, now it's happy.
Well, let's see if it's really working. I don't... What did it do? Not work for how long? There's 4 people over there watching. Y'all just let me know if I'm in that case. I know one of them is Cynthia and one of them is probably me, but why would it count me if I'm signed in? I have no idea.
I can't open your X. Cannot retrieve posts at this time. Please try again later. But I can retrieve posts from absolutely anyone else.
Well, refresh.
I know. I have.
Once Elon moves his business, all your exes will live in Texas. No, he'll still be here. Come to find out, he's only moving the administrative parts.
Yeah, he's moving the paper parts.
Right. The administrative parts are going. Everything else is staying here. But that was pretty good. I like that. Yeah, I can't even. I don't know.
Weird. I'm not able to pick up any of your posts, but it's just you on X.
Well, Frug you.
That's weird.
So go to the YouTube community page.
Is it on your community? I can do that then.
Go ahead and go to the YouTube community page.
Tech doesn't like us right now.
No. and again, welcome to our stream. This is what we do. And again, I have the red mark up there. It's still happening.
I don't want that. Yeah, it came back for me too. I want to open in a new page. Thank you.
I wonder if I go into StreamYard and change my designation.
Community. There we go. So
see, y'all think streaming is easy. Let me just share something with you. Go ahead. I dare you. Give it a shot. I mean, it's not impossible, as you can see. It's not friggin' impossible.
There we go.
I don't know if anything's working over there.
X that out, and then we do a new one. Paste. There we go. And what's the hashtag for it?
Hashtag YSL trial protest. All one word.
Oh, it came up. That's one of the first times I've ever tried to use hashtag, because and it actually comes up.
Everybody was supposed to do it right at 5:00, and I assumed it was 5:00 Eastern time. So that's why I wanted to do it right now. Does that make sense?
Yes. Well, no, that works. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. So that's good. So I did it. Whee. So
look at us. We are behaving because we are special.
And I can close that out.
Do I embed the stream somewhere? Maybe. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's weird because it says that you're using the RTMP URL.
I am.
But I didn't. I just set it up like I always do. And then in StreamYard, it comes up as because it's set up.
Which is the RTMP URL. That's how. Let me go verify.
Okay.
Let me go verify.
Hello, Peggy. Or good evening. It's just barely afternoon for me, but good evening. Yes.
Oh, because you're streaming, I can't go in there and do that.
Oh yeah, because you're streaming, except that you're not streaming or potentially not streaming.
I'm not
but
streaming.
They won't let you go check.
No, they won't let me go check how you're streaming it.
I'm streaming it, yeah.
They won't let me see how you did it. How rude of them. I'm just going to say.
Well, I just did it how you taught me to do it. So
that's exactly how I'm doing it. But because I knocked myself off of streaming there, right?
Oh, okay.
When I came back, I lost the little green arrow, and I'm back to the lovely little three lines. I don't understand that, but okay. So,
OG is asking what the protest is about. Well, I didn't know anything about it until just now, but apparently, this YSL dude, his what do they call him? I used his name and now I can't remember what his name is.
Young Thug?
No, but what's his Melly?
Oh, yeah.
Melly. Melly is on trial for potentially allegedly killing two of his best friends and then claiming that it was a hit and run. But this case has been plagued by nastiness the entire way through. There's been improper actions on the part of the judge, the prosecutor.
Well, the judge got kicked off. The judge, we got a new judge. They got a new judge. Yeah, because things were so not balanced or blind. So, the judge was 10,000% for the prosecution and even if there were things that shouldn't be allowed, the judge was allowing
it. Yeah, and he was
and
having secret meetings with the prosecution without the defense
and with
being there.
witnesses
And
and
yeah, with
making
witnesses and-
agreements. Even in that secret meeting, by the way, the witness that's I think he's on stand now. He admitted to being the one that did the murder.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I kind of figured Melly had done it because he had to keep his clout, or his rap career was down the tubes. That was my guess. I didn't really know anything. That was just my assumption based on the few facts.
It's not even normal. It's normal. No. And add a whole lot of liquor and hot sauce to it. Okay. Because the prosecutor great. Who brought the charges, she ended up becoming a witness. Her and I think her boyfriend, and she got kicked off the case also. Yeah. So we got the lead prosecutor got kicked off the case because she was down and dirty, and somehow or another a witness in it with her boyfriend. And then we have the judge who was dismissed when the new prosecutor moved up a seat, and the new prosecutor totally bullied the penisless piece of shit judge. And at a certain point, when the judge had this meeting, he found one of the defense attorneys who questioned about the meeting that should not have occurred without both sides present. The judge got pissed off because that attorney still wouldn't let the judge know how he found out about it. No, he was pissed. The judge wanted to know, how did you find out about it?
Who told you? Who told you? So I can punish them.
Still is like, exactly. And still is like, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling him. Fine, contempt of court, and you're going to jail. And the attorney is like, you can't do that. Well, no, his jail time was going to be on the weekends. But before that, his wife had filed the appeal, because his wife is one of the top appellant
lawyers.
Yeah, lawyers, and team of lawyers there, and in Georgia. And so she managed to get it. So he didn't have to do any jail time, because him doing jail time would have kept him from being able to do research and the work for his client.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is, in the process of it, she managed to get it to where the judge was brought up to be looked at, and he was immediately removed. It's just, they don't have soap operas on TV like they used to, right?
Yeah,
soap operas are kind of going the wayside. They should have these court things with people like little brother Nick Loss, right? Because I'm just going to tell you, Nick Loss makes it important, and he reminds you, don't forget this happened 4, 5, 10 months ago, right? So OG's like, but normally it doesn't get media attention, so it would have normally had no accountability. Well, see, the thing is there is really no media attention. There's YouTube media attention. And that's why we're all like, whoa, and why do we need to do the hashtag? So that mainstream media might go, what is this that's trending, right? And might actually want to pick it up and look at it and go, oh my God, look at all this shit. Exactly.
We can run for months on the stories here.
Right. In the meantime, any YouTubers who actually go to the court, right, and then stream about it, is being harassed. They are being horribly harassed.
So he made it back home. Was he being harassed?
Nick Loss did not get harassed.
Good, because I know he was in country for a while visiting. So
and he went down there for a couple of days. So that was extremely, extremely awesome. That he.
I need to catch up. He and Mo did a walk for the.
They did.
not, is it Delta?
Delphi.
Delphi. Okay. Yeah. They did the Delphi walk, and I can't wait to watch that. I don't know if they posted it or not yet, but I'm so far behind
they did
on
it
everything.
live. They did it live.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
And
sure if it was going to be.
He is currently right now putting up his vacation videos, and he's working on those. So as you can see, he liked one of my things. So I know that he's up and he's working on it right now.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that he made it home. Of course, I'm like the big sister that the moment that I knew he was on the plane, right? I started worrying and checking constantly to see when he was going to post that he was actually home.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course, then I get a little bit delayed. And then it's okay, good. I was 2 hours behind and going, good, I've been looking for this. It was hugely, hugely, hugely important to me that he have a safe flight.
I'm really glad that he had such a great trip. And that he was able to meet so many people too. That was really great. I know there was a lot of folks looking forward to it.
It's really amazing when people keep their words as to what kind of a trip you can have. Might not want to go down that road with me, but I'm just saying what a great trip somebody can have when everybody who said, yes, let's get together, keeps their word.
Yes. No media attention proves the Dems don't care about black men. Well, yeah, but there's so many things that prove that they don't care about black or white or Asian or purple or.
And especially in Georgia, just to let you know, okay?
Yeah.
Fulton County Prison or jail, the one that they want to put Trump in, is the worst jail that I've ever heard of.
I've seen YouTube videos of people. Do you how many freaking smartphones are in the jails? Because every single prisoner seems to have one or be able to get his hands on one.
I know.
I've been watching prison cooking. I am falling in love with the prison cooking.
Digger's like, I'm watching them, dude. I'm all over this.
It's the most amazing thing. The stairs to go to the upper tier. Well, the stairs are metal and they're like grates, right? They've got holes in them.
Right.
So what they're doing is they're building a fire underneath the bottom of the bottom step.
And you think it's a barbecue.
And they're barbecuing everything. I kid you not. All of their commissary stuff, they're making all these wonderful meat patties and burritos and desserts, and they're cooking it all up on the metal stair.
I love it. I do too. So adorably cool. That is such a great ingenuity. In friggin' ingenuity. But here's the thing, is that they have such a high number of deaths in that jail. It's not even a prison, it's a jail. Okay? Yeah. Which is Nick Loss. If you don't follow and watch Nick Loss, Starro, shame on you. Okay? Because one of the reasons that he does not like either love or Funny, I don't know which one, but let's just blame it on love for now and be inaccurate. The whole thing is that there was a young man with Down syndrome. His IQ was like below 50 kind of thing. Oh. And she put him in there saying he was faking it. No matter what his dad was able to produce and show and all that. And he was killed in there on a charge that he hadn't even done. Nick Loss did a stream on that. You want to watch it.
I never heard of that.
You want to watch it. It's she has got to be right in everything that she wakes up and shits out of her ass.
And that was the same Fanny who's doing the
it's either Fanny or Love, but yes, it's one of these two prosecutors on this case. Yeah. So
ridiculous.
They're so shitty down there. They're so corrupt. It's all about I've got to make my career move forward. I've got to. I don't care how much I have to lie. I don't care anything about what I have to do. I'm going to friggin' do it. And by George, God damn it, I'm going to win. And don't you dare question me.
Yeah.
And they come across with that don't you dare question me attitude in court to the judge. There is no respect. These ladies and have zero respect for the court, but they are demanding their way all the way through it. All the way through it. I don't think these bitches been laid in years, and they got attitude about it. Okay.
I'm doing the same thing. I would feel much safer in the men's prison than I would in a women's prison at this point. Honestly. It's there are ways to like I would rather be in my own little dark hole for my time in prison. To be completely honest.
Awesome
but
for putting Nick Loss's information up there. Thank you so
I remember
much.
I thought to do it.
She totally did it. See, I didn't think to do it because I was like running around still trying to figure out if my frigging Discord is able to go. But Discord keeps starting me over at the beginning and I can't tell anything. I can't tell Dit Waddly Squat. I'm gonna raise my arm and see if no, it's freezing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're not freezing here, so there's
I've got two people, one of which I'm sure is me, and Cynthia, I'm hoping you are the other one over in Discord. Luckily everybody should know, get your butts over to YouTube. Okay. Rumble is acting up today. Please go to YouTube as whole to watch. There. Yes. I wrote that.
Yeah, YouTube is just being insanely weird. I guess someone complained about a supposed poll that Vice has put up.
Which he'd never put up. And YouTube is pulling the shit on the medium size, which to us would be a huge size.
Huge, yeah.
I am livid for Jeff. I am absolutely
I'm only
livid.
Just catching up on it in the Discord. Like yesterday, I started reading about stuff.
This has been going on for 3 or 4 days.
See, and I don't go on. I don't do social media. I really don't. And my schedule has been so messed up that I don't even get to see my YouTubers regular anymore.
He and Megan swap back and forth. I still watch Jeff. Okay.
I try to, but
I just won't watch him during certain streams. I won't. And everybody in life will find out why, and that's cool. But I watch him. I've always enjoyed him. I just have. There are times where he gives me the creeps and I have to step away because I've got to remove that factor. But all in all, I think he's funny as shit.
Yeah. Well, Jeff is the only man I will ever simp for. I think I've made that fairly clear. I love the guy. I think he's absolutely awesome.
Seriously.
So
she
much
loves
fun.
The dude. You don't understand. So
cool.
She totally loves the dude.
He really is the coolest guy. He's just a brilliant dude, but he's South Korea and 5 a.m. is just too freaking early when I'm up till 2 a.m. And I have trouble watching him on the replay crew now because I want to talk to the people in the chat. I see the chat going by and I've got all these comments to talk to friends.
If you're on the replay crew, you put it in your ear and you start doing work around the house. You cannot.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's because
I just want to respond to everyone.
Yeah, the expert, because my physical life got different after I went to Vegas. Right. I had to come home and start focusing about my business. And so,
I'm just turning off the camera. Don't mind me.
Okay. I started doing the replay crew on a lot of things, which means that I'm listening in my ear. I'm moving around. I'm not watching during normal hours. There's no need for me to chat. I get up in the morning. I take a look real quick to see who's on, and then I go, okay, fine. And I get ready to work. And then, on my way to work, I turn on whatever stream I'm going to be listening to so that I can start listening while I'm driving to work, while I'm opening my office, while I'm opening up my computer system, while I'm going through 120 emails, while I'm doing, and then all day long. And I pray to God that they don't end at 3. So many of them do. And then my day is shot. Why I stick around for the last few hours, I don't know. But the whole thing is that I've been on the replay crew for a few months now, right? No, people, it's not that I have a penis, but I don't fucking tuck and run either, okay? When I know I'm in the right, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Let the person who I know tells lies be worried about when I'm going to start dropping some of what I've heard. Okay. I don't really want to hurt anybody. I don't ever plan on it. Okay. But that's why it's important that I be a liar. So anyway, the whole thing is that I'm not running from anything. I'm just stuck in the replay crew. How do I do replay crew? There are times where I'm working and I tune in real well and go, oh, hell no. And I go over and go, oh, this isn't live chat. And I have because I'm on the replay crew. Even if they start at 7:00 Eastern time and I tune them in, I back it up and start listening the replay crew 2 hours behind. So what happens is I don't want to chat because then it's like, girl, you are so far behind. I don't want to do that. So it's just my head while I'm doing other things. And I do it even when I have clients in the office talking to me, or if I'm on the phone, I still have them in my ear. And, I'm sorry, I don't need to not do it. Does that make sense? But it calms my brain down and I get to do it.
I need to go and grab a coffee quickly.
Okay.
I'll be right back. But Dom just showed up and OG's being the smart ass we know him and love him to be. I'll be right back.
Okay. I am going to snipe you for a minute. Okay. So anyway, here's what I'm going to do in the meantime. Why? Because I can. And then he can report me. I'm cool with that if little brother reports me. But here, Digger just walked off. But this is important for me to let everybody know. Brother Nick is home. He is streaming right now. So if you want to run over and watch Nick Starro, you can run over and watch Nick, David, and Kaiser. Okay. I miss my boy Kaiser, but I understand there has to be a divorce and I'm the one. So here's my lovely little brother, Nicholas Starro. Go watch him. He made it all the way home, and I'm all kinds of happy. So there you go. Just wanted to be able to let everybody know he is home. He is healthy. He looks happy. I just had to announce that you are home, happy, and healthy. That's the other word that I was trying to say. So anyway, there he is. Hey, here's another thing. Okay, hi, Dom, you're here. So here's the other thing. Wait a minute. I've learned to distance myself and not comment much. I'm too much for people. Exactly. I am noticing that some people actually worship, and it scares me, and I don't like that. You heard it here, folks. He does not Kurt Carlson. Nope, I sure don't. Dom's like, OG, go F yourself. I know you two are playing because he follows it up with F is for fun. Go fun yourself. OG's like, sup, Dom? I love that you guys know you can tease each other. And Daisy's like, Dom, eyeballs, heart. Mwah. I didn't tell Froggy that I was live. Dom says, "Oh, gee, I am effing myself." See, because we have the no pants thing, and there's no way to have better funds, right? There's no way to have better fun than no pants. Yes, I have brothers going in my ear. Dom's like, "Daisy girl, it's been like forever since you eyeballed me." I know it feels like it's been forever since she's been here too, Dom. Cynthia's like, "I want to ride on Nick's tractor." It doesn't run. It doesn't run. Dom's like, "Daisy girl, I love when you eyeball me." I found out last night on a stream I was on, men really like when those are licked. I'm leaving it there. Dom's like, "Nice call. Nice."
No,
Wait,
Nick.
Nick calls his penis tractor. Oh, I am such an idiot. I missed that. If he does, I don't know if you're teasing or not, Dom. I never.
Well, he's asking a question. So
No. Oh, it is a question. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, he has a tractor with the license plate FCK and then 2 or 3 numbers. So he has a really cool old 1930s or 40 tractor.
yeah, that tractor is awesome.
It's yard art. It is absolutely beautiful. You gotta love his tractor is awesome.
Yeah.
I absolutely, without a doubt, love his tractor. He's my brother, so it's not his PP. Okay.
I love his actual tractor, like the real tractor. It's super cool.
That's it. Yes.
I'm just catching up. Yeah, there it is. Coffee at 2 p.m. I have a caffeine addiction. Maybe, but I make a pot of coffee when I wake up in the morning, and then I slowly drink it all afternoon. So
I don't slowly drink it.
Only like my 3rd cup. I've got 1 more cup in the pot.
It takes me less than an hour to drink 3 of my cups of coffee.
Oh no. See, my pot turns off automatically after 2 hours, so I have to go and turn it back on again.
Yeah. By the time that my pot turns off, I am done drinking my coffee.
Oh no. I may be halfway through.
You would have to know that I cold steep my coffee grounds overnight. Oh,
and then you brew it?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Coffee, come here. Oh, yeah. It's not you. I wasn't such a good boy.
He said, but it's puppy coffee. It's close.
We changed your name from Ditto to Coffee, apparently. Okay, this is the best that I can do right now. I'm still trying. No, I still want to find others. Just bear with me. If I have to come back to okay, I'll come back. All right, that's the best. It's the best I can do right now. Just so that you
real
can
at tractor.
See it.
There.
Here's his tractor with Christmas lights up.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I would have to go through all of his Twitter account to find more.
Yeah.
And I will do that in for us because you can take over doing the lovely little chat. Does it? I don't remember it saying you too, but it might. Look, Dom. I know.
I don't know.
No, it doesn't. I know it doesn't say
plausible.
that because I
know it says fuck.
I would. Yeah, I would so be okay with it being you too. I would have remembered that. Do you see what I'm saying? I so would have remembered if it said you too. I'm not gonna lie. I know me. I'm anything with a license plate with an F in it. I figure out how to say it with the word "fook" in it. I really seriously do. Even though I try and get away from it, I simply cannot get it where it doesn't have the word "fook" in it. Okay, I just can't. I'm horrible like that. If there's an F, and so if it said "fuck you too," I would Oh, in a heartbeat. That's nature to me to remember that one. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. That so would have been a breeze. So go ahead and read a couple of the chats for me,
Okay.
please.
So OG says it sounds like a real at tractor.
A real what tractor?
At AT tractor, all one word. I don't know if that was like a misspell or if that's a joke that went over my head, because both
It
are
went over mine too.
Well, they're equally plausible. Daisy says she's lurking. She was bored watching a Western movie. Turned out it had a part 2 though. Dom says, what movie? And I'm saying, don't start Gunsmoke, because every episode is an hour and a half and there's like a zillion episodes. Holy Hannah.
Wait a minute.
Have
The
you going
TV
forever.
show Gunsmoke wasn't an hour and a half long.
We've got a whole raft of, that's what, when our buddy Ron passed, that's one of the things that Chris inherited from him, was his whole Gunsmoke series. And like every episode is an hour and a half.
The old one from like the 50s or 60s?
Yeah, the old.
I don't remember it being that long. I could, but back then, again, I had time blindness. So
it's awesome because it's long enough to feel like we've watched a movie. Because that's one of the things we did with Ron. We watched a lot of movies. Ron and I watched all the fighting, like all of the fighting. We bonded over our love of pride fighting, and kind of went from there. But he was a movie buff as well, and he really liked his old westerns.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't remember it, but I guess in a way we did watch that at night at prime time, so that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was thinking about it too. Sitcoms, when I was a kid in the 90s, well, I was a little kid in the 80s, but I was a preteen teen in the 90s, and sitcoms were like 25 minutes with 5 minutes of commercials. And by the time we got to 2000, sitcoms were maybe 20 minutes with 10 minutes worth of commercials. And the hour-long shows were doing the same thing. They were getting made shorter and shorter because of all the commercials. So that's where the attention span started
becoming an issue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, once upon a time, actual TV shows were an hour. They were a full hour long. And then some of the prime time things were, like an hour and a half.
Wow. I knew it was prime time, but I just didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
But I knew what I didn't want to be when I grew up, because Miss Kitty never got her man because she was in the wrong occupation.
Yeah, well, yeah. I grew up reading Little House on the. I've still got my set of Little House on the Prairie.
I never read those as kids.
No? Oh my gosh, they formed the basis of my childhood imagination, like because it was all real life stuff. And then we got to watch the show, and of course Michael, oh shoot, what was his name? Landon. Yes, who was in Bonanza. He was
Little Joe.
Yeah. See, for me,
Heaven.
I was too young to be sexually interested in men, but to me, he was just like the epitome of what a man was.
And to me, it was Hoss.
Okay, see, Hoss. Mm-hmm. No, I got a story. My uncle, my mom's uncle. There was 3 brothers, and Uncle Tom, his spread shared a fence line with Hoss.
I would have died. I would have died right there. I would have died.
It was so cool. I never saw him again. I was little, right, when we were going up and visiting, but they actually shared their ranches shared a fence line. So
I would have. I have gone through all of Nick's posts, and he never singularly posted. And I even wrote to him
Didn't he use it as his avatar for a long time?
Well, if so, when you
It
change
was
your
a picture
avatar,
of the
they all
tractor
change.
with the fuck.
But when you change your avatar, they all change.
Right. That's
So
true. See, why doesn't everyone just be like me? Set it once and forever. I set my name when I was 15 years old, and gosh darn it, I'm 44 now.
well, and that's okay. I'm not done with the next thing because I've already sent him a chat asking him to please give me a picture of his tractor. So here's the whole thing. I changed my name, and
Holy shit, I'm 45.
a lot of people didn't get the fact.
Sorry.
So a lot of people didn't get the fact that I changed my name. You know why I changed my name?
Why?
Because I am a great grandmother now. So I'm not a
I like that, a nanny.
I'm not a shinny anymore. I am a she nanny, a shenanigan. I am a shenanagram.
I like that. And
yes.
You've got anagram in the name, which
exactly. So I put the because I just want to.
Margaret. Your next name is going to be Margaret.
I'm not going for a great grandmother while I'm alive. Thank you very much. Levi was just born in February, for God's sake. He's the only one who got my birthday. I'm just
cool.
saying. So,
Cynthia
says, Dom,
yeah.
And AP couldn't drink it as cold brew. I want to be able to drink it as cold brew. I don't know how. Daisy Girl's like Sackets. I don't know.
Sackets. I've not heard of that. That's what I was waiting for. That's why I was hanging on that comment. I wanted to know what she was watching.
I can't say this because they'll yank away my channel because I'm already under a 90-day problem. And then Don says,
are you?
Oh, yes, I am. And then Don comes along and says, Daisy Girl, the one with Tom Selleck.
I like Tom Selleck.
I used to like him. He reminded me of a guy that was like my brother growing up. Delton, and they look alike, and they both have those dimples, and they both seem to be total gentlemen. Like a tractor, I don't know, a tractor. Went over your head.
You smart. No, I'm hearing it now. I'm hearing it. A tractor. It attracts.
There you go.
And
I didn't catch it when she said it either. So, it attracts. And Daisy Girl says, Dom, it's based on a Louis L'Amour. Thank you. Look,
yeah.
How do you know it's fucking Louise versus Louis?
Because it's French, and because my mom owned all of his books, and I think I've even got a couple. On my shelf now that I'm looking at.
Said the last name, I would have known it was Louis, and then I would have backed up because I knew people who read those books. I just was like, yeah, no, I'm not.
I didn't read a whole lot of them. I preferred the spycraft and the sci-fi. She preferred the sci-fi and the more Western stuff.
Got it. Well, yeah. I wish. Okay, I'm not. I need to DM him in Twit.
That being said, Zane Grey books were phenomenal, and I've still got some paperback Zane Grey novels. Just throwing it out there.
I don't know who that is.
So I'm going to have to check out that movie then. Have Gun Will Travel. Yes. Have Gun Will Travel. Sorry, I should be showing these. Like, that's my job, and I'm not doing it. Okay. Cynthia says, I love Have Gun Will Travel, and I agree. And Dom's telling Daisy he's quite familiar. There was a movie and there was a TV miniseries. You must be watching the miniseries for a part 2.
Got it. That makes sense.
OG says, my jokes are like condoms. They go over heads.
Oh, how cute. I like that better than
that didn't.
I like that one. I totally like that one. That was good. I wonder if my phone will tell me.
Daisy's saying, yep. Dom says, OG, your jokes are like condoms. I never touch them or use them. Oh, ba-dum-dum-ting.
There they go.
No, she's
that would be a lot like used condoms too. See how that goes?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
whole used condom part. I know that just sounded bad, but have
Dom's
you
telling
met
Daisy to
us?
watch Shadow Riders as well. Um, Shadow Riders sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't. Everything sounds vaguely familiar to me these days. OG says people buy my jokes. They can't be that bad. Oh, they're definitely not bad at all.
No, they're not. Well, they are in the "you so bad boy." They are in that category, but not in the "you're so bad." Hey,
There's
look,
been a few that I've thought should be added to the experts Discord. He's got a thread on dad jokes, and there's been a few of your jokes that I've wanted to share over there. And there's a few jokes of yours that I have shared with my church friends. And that'll tell you your jokes are brilliant and they fit in every arena. Not
or
everyone in every arena,
or
but
or that'll tell you about why all these people are in church.
that too. That too.
Not sure which way the balance is on that
Well,
one.
my buddy Ron loves to say, he loves to ask you, do you know which car all the apostles liked best?
I'm sure that there's something
They liked
obvious.
they liked the Hondas because they were all of an accord.
Oh, Jesus Christ sakes.
Yeah, I love
Just
it.
seriously. I was stuck on the Honda, not the model. That was a but doom. We didn't, you
I
know.
love it.
At some point, everybody look. We have 11 people here, and some of them are stuck over on Digger's page. Get
Oh, are
over
you
here.
still? I
There's
thought we
only
would have
three,
figured
but they're
that.
not. They're
Where
not.
am I?
There's only
I'm
three,
on
but
mine.
they're not
Oh,
shouting. So, but we
okay.
have 11 folks. So 11 folks, quickly go tell your 11 friends to just come over and subscribe and play
Yes.
us in the background. I understand. I am not. Digger is. I am not for everybody, and that's okay, fine. But at some point, we wouldn't mind making enough money that we could have a soundboard that would go ding. That would
Yes.
be fun. Can you?
Yeah, because you don't.
You know
My
who
mic
would?
doesn't pick up my lap.
Well, yeah, it does.
Does
Yeah,
it?
it
Oh,
does. Yeah,
okay. Well,
but
then I'll stop
you know who I would
hitting myself.
recruit for the soundboard? I would recruit Bobby for the
Oh,
soundboard.
hell yeah.
Do
Oh,
you
hell
see how
yeah.
that is? Because we would have really awesome sounds like
Yeah.
my Dixie wrecked. Oh, fuck me in the ass.
Yeah.
I don't know what this one is. Do you?
No.
It's titled "Go Go Power Rangers." Let's see what it.
Oh, I
what
know
it
that.
is.
That's the Power Rangers song.
Oh, then we can't do that
Power
because that's
Rangers.
copyright. That's a copyright thing. We can't do that.
Oh, maybe.
No,
Well, yeah. I just sang it, so.
yeah, but that actually had music, and in the 5 chords that were played, they'll copyright strike.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
yeah.
not a big deal because who cares?
Hey,
But
phrasing. Hey,
just saying, So yeah, I would see that, Bobby would be in charge if we ever got around to being able to afford the sound bar. If the channel were ever to pay for itself, it would be so cool. Dom is like Daisy Girl. Also, I recommend Crossfire Trail and Conager, whoever. And then AP's like Robert Duvall on Gunsmoke is wild to see. So young.
I know.
Why do I know Robert Duvall? And then Daisy Girl's back with I almost reading chat between scenes. I have stream volume down kind of low, except when Shinny yells out a bunch of wild shit words. Honey, you've
That
met
works.
me. You know it's going to happen. And then she also says KK Dom because she's going to go look at that. And then Dom is like, Daisy Girl, enjoy your movie. Just keep eyeballing me. He needs those eyeballing. And then Daisy Girl's like, love Robert Duvall. I have to look to see. I feel like I know who he is.
R.I.P. Shelley Duvall. She just passed recently.
He's kind of bald now, isn't he? OG's like, get a bedpan. It's a hospital. A hospital. I don't know how to say that word either.
The hospital.
Daisy Girl is all eyeballs and the laughter, Dom.
There you go.
And the Shinny, FCK is pronounced, I don't know what happened.
Thick.
Okay, I see. My thing is being all distorted because it says new comments below and it wasn't showing me all the letters.
Weird.
I pronounce it fuck. So, okay. AP, that joke was just horrible, laughing my butt off.
It was a hospital.
He also says, just one mic or multiple mic interference for your sound
interface.
Thank you. I like interference. Interface. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
I would think just the one, because it would be a soundboard so that she could just push the buttons
and it would play in StreamYard.
And Bobby can program the buttons to say whatever.
Exactly, because Bobby Bobby clips so much of us, and it's awesome. OG says, I got to get back to work. Lunch is over. Oh, honey, I'm so glad you're working.
Yeah.
Lunch is over. Oh, yeah, I got a new job. I test laxatives. It's a shitty job, but when I'm there, I always sit on the throne. That makes you the king, right? I love you. AP's like, Robert Duvall is Boo Radley.
Yep.
Love him. And yes, that's the one. Yep. Thank you.
That was an awesome movie.
That's the one I need. I swear to God, that's the one about my grandfather and his brother. I swear it is.
Yeah.
Right down to the airplane things. Right down to the air. I'm just saying. OG's like, maybe hospital
because it was
would have been better. Yeah, because I love Haas. And hospitaling would have bumped me out. Maybe not like him, but still adorable. What do you want from me? I think he's adorable.
Yeah, I was just too young to, like, when Bonanza was playing, and they were at their best, at their height. I was too young to care about boys. So Michael Landon didn't ever, he wasn't a heartthrob to me. He was always just the epitome of the best that a man could be, right? Because I only ever saw him play Pa and in Highway to Heaven and stuff like that,
Yes, Dan Blocker was Haas.
Dan Blocker,
and I know his son is on Nevada or Reno 911.
911? Oh, really?
Yeah. His son is on that. Haas's son. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's not as tall as his dad at all. In fact, he is only like 5'6". He's not a tall man. And I was like, bummer. But no, I always went for the unlikely,
me too.
Starsky and Hutch. Starsky and Hutch.
I always liked Hyde from the 70s show. From those different personalities, Hyde would have been the one that I would be attracted to.
It kind of gave me the creeps. None of them were my thing. And look, he's in jail now. Prison time.
Yeah. But it was the character, not the.
I guess my radar worked there. But yeah, the Dingbats, the one I worked. I worked with Lauren Green at Universal.
Awesome.
Cool beans, girl.
That would have been so cool.
Battlestar Galactica.
Okay, now wait a minute. You can't just flip. You were working on Battlestar? That's so cool. That's super cool. I never got to go to anything like Universal or Disneyland or anything like that. We never did any of that stuff, but
my mother went annually and I never got to go.
My dad always told us that he'd take us to Disneyland when we were old enough to remember and appreciate the trip. But I just turned 45. So my brother's like, 43, and I don't think it's gonna
Don't
happen.
think y'all have been there yet.
Not
Well,
yet. He
again,
took the niece and nephew to Hawaii. He hasn't taken us there yet.
well, see. Yeah, no, my mom took a whole bunch of kids every year to Universal Studios, and I always wanted to go, and she never took me.
Oh,
Yeah, no, to this day I still haven't gone. It's like I still abuse myself in the same category that she did, all over the place. Not just that. That's just
yeah,
a
just one of
sample.
yeah.
But it's like, if
Yeah.
you're doing that, this is how this is going to be. And okay, fine, I'm cool with it. So
Yeah,
you know.
I always wanted to check out that Battlestar Galactica when they had it up at Universal. I thought that would have been so cool. I loved the series. I thought the TV series was really
I
awesome
don't
too.
know if I watched it. I
Oh,
watched
if
a
you
lot of the
haven't,
sci-fi.
jeez.
No, I watched a lot of the sci-fi things, but I don't know which title was which. I just tuned in and didn't
And
know the names of what I was watching.
Mm.
So, anyway, Dom says, well, if you want movie recommendations, let me know the genre, and I can probably make several suggestions you will like. And
Yep.
then, if you're really smart, you can go ahead and have him play them for you over in Discord, and then you ain't watching them alone. That's how it works.
That's what we do. Yeah.
You just have to be pre-approved to get the link for the Discord, and then you have to have your cell phone ready for them to verify you really are the human being and not going to be somebody who hacks into it a billion times. Cynthia says, I worked at Universal Studios on a lot of different shows.
I'll
And
bet. Yeah.
AP says, I go for women that are into disappointment. So I don't give them false impressions. Oh, God. AP, you and I need to get together. Daisy Girl's like, Kurt needs to become our law tube Dan blocker. I swear to God, that's one of the reasons that I love him. I swear that is one of the reasons that I love Kurt. I'm not going to lie. I'm 900,000% sure that that's one of the reasons that I love him, because he's got that heart, and
Yeah. See,
he's got the Haas heart.
We need to get Kurt on the on you guys' federal Supreme Court. That man would his take on constitutional law and his ability to just everything else out of it, and this is what the law is.
I hate these fucking morons who sit on their ass in chat and bully him like they have a penis that would fit inside of somebody else. Leave him the fuck alone, you big ass piece of shit bullies. He is a special gentleman. He doesn't need your moronic behavior. Okay? Yeah. Because again, he should be on the Supreme Court. He really should. He's never going to get there, but he is that talented. He is that constitutional.
Yeah.
And that good-hearted to where he will listen and then balance out each sentence of what you are saying with how the Constitution, his brain just thinks like that, which is because he's so intelligent. These pieces of shit morons are intimidated by his intelligence, and that's why they have to be like that. Bullies. I am finding more and more and more that when these people display bully behavior, there is a very tiny thing that is making them act and misbehave like that. And all we have to do is try and understand their moronic behavior. And when we're dialed into it, oh, it's so sad, but it's okay. We got it. We can do that. We can do that. Daisy Girl says, Dan Blocker had a son. Yeah. He's on Nevada 911 or Reno 911.
Reno.
Look, I'm going to keep doing that. And I don't know if there's any more chat. I moved my thing, and this is the last chat that I get to see right here. Daisy Girls, according to Dom, he needs you to know, Dick Blocker was a different guy. He always was at the bar I went to.
Dick Blocker.
Not Dan Blocker.
No.
Dick.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I totally, I got it right off the bat.
Okay. I had to read it
I wanted to raise
ahead,
my
and then I
hand
caught it.
because, okay, Dawn was here on Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
You weren't. Did you
No.
even listen to the Friday game? Okay.
No, I didn't get a chance.
Sorry, guys, if because this is going to be like the second time or
A replay?
Yeah. Okay. So Friday was a little bit weird for me. Okay. I was working and I had planned on getting off work, closing the office up. It's Friday around 3:00, 2, 3, maybe 1, 2, 3. Okay. Somewhere in there. And I had a client that I was waiting for some to sign some documents. So it was like, I was just going to have to do that, however that works. And so what happened here was this guy walks in and he asks, he makes a statement. No, he says something and I ask him a question. I said, I'm sorry, I'm under contract. I cannot assist you. And I'm getting ready to send him away. Right. And what ended up happening is after I've told him that I can't help him because I'm under contract, he just decided to sit down and just start having a conversation.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. It's not like I enjoyed that any at all.
Yeah.
Right?
Thanks, guy.
I'm like, really, seriously, dude. It's a Friday. I'm trying to get things done. I'm right in the middle. What was I in the middle of? I was right in the middle of, filling out some, a part of a contract. Okay. And so what happens is the guy, he's not leaving. And it was like an hour he had not left. Okay. So I just turned back to my computer and I just go ahead and start working. And I'm answering his questions. I'm being polite because I'm in my office. And I am in a small town. And the last thing I need is like for me to, be rude to a local and then have, hey, well, really, guys, I just want you to know, have you not looked at the title of my business? It warns you right there that I'm going to be tough on your ass. Okay. This is Dan's son, by the way.
Okay. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea at all. That guy's hilarious in the show.
Yeah. I'm glad you know, because I don't watch the show.
But, I used to. Yeah.
Yeah. That's his son.
He plays one of the dimwits. Like really sick.
Exactly. Yeah. He was born in 1957. He's 5'9". I'm sorry. I knew he was shorter than his dad. He's 5'9".
Yeah. Men are there. It's a rule of thumb. Like the men will have the hair pattern of their mother's father.
Right.
Men will be on average a foot to a foot and a half taller than their or they will minimum be a foot taller than their mother, but there's no correlation between a father's height and a child's height, which is weird, or at least not that I've learned.
My brother was a foot taller than both my mom and dad.
Yeah. See, and my brother's taller than both of them. Yeah.
He's about the same height as my uncle. He looked like a mini me. You just go ahead and figure that shit out. So anyway, so what happens is the guy would not leave the office. Okay. And we're talking. Well, then he says, you know what? Just go ahead and close up the office and let's go out and have some wine and go out to the desert.
He said this?
Yep.
Oh, so he was trying to work up the courage to ask you out.
First of all, the desert temperatures are 108 degrees.
Yeah, but you guys live in the desert, so you hang out there all the time. Was that not something you do?
Well, yeah, but not when it's 108 degrees. You don't go out there during the summer.
Fair enough. Okay.
And my thought was dead bodies buried in the desert. That was my thought. And
maybe
then,
ask the person out for coffee before
digging a hole. And you see where we're going with this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get car sick. I can't ride with people. And I'm like, no, no. And anyway, he tried to talk me into going to a cafe up in the mountains with him, to which I'm like, even when I'm driving, I get car sick going up this one part of that mountain. And I go up it all the time, but I get
just
car
trying
sick.
to get a date. You gotta give the poor man a break.
Demanding that I close my office, which pays my bills, so that he can get his rocks off the way he wants to get his rocks off, ain't right.
Well, okay. I don't know. Yeah.
Again, there is a way to say, hey, the rodeo's this weekend, because we talked about the rodeo. A friend of mine rides in the rodeo. He could have said, hey, you know what?
That.
How about we get together Saturday night and go to the rodeo together? To which I would have simply replied, because he is kind of a handsome dude, right?
Yeah.
I would have simply replied, you know what? That sounds really good, but I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
And that way, it would have been Dutch. He wouldn't have had to have paid my way. See where we're going with this? Yeah. The only way I got rid of him was a friend of mine, client plumber, came in. He pulled into the driveway, and all of a sudden, Todd bounced up and goes, I got to get out of here. Behavior like that, I got to just say, now that I'm like here, behavior like that tells me he doesn't want somebody to know, even though he's telling me that he's divorced. Mm-hmm. Behavior like that doesn't want him being seen flirting, in case word gets back to the little lady at home. And
that's not.
That's fun. My humble opinion. At this age, I'm like, no. And I did say something. This is news, and I did say something about the last 2 serious relationships I was involved in. They're both dead.
That might have made him jump up too.
No. This was in the beginning, right after, not in the beginning, but right after he, wanted to get me in the car, and and again, it was right after he wanted to go out to the desert, right? So when Jim gets there, Jim comes in, and I tell Jim, thank you so very much for saving me. And I tell Jim, and I told him about the desert thing, and he goes, I'm like, and Jim, it's like, why would I get in a car with a stranger to go out to the desert? To which Jim's reply was, what's the likelihood of 2 serial killers being in the same car? This is my in real life friend who knows me well. Okay. I'm just saying it is.
I love that.
It is what it is. And no, Brother Nick has not sent me a picture of his tractor yet. So yeah, I'm just saying, that is awesome. That is. So anyway, I'm so thankful for Jim. But before Todd did leave, he let me know that he's, I'm going to say diligent man. So okay. I think that's the word he used. I don't know. He's going to keep trying. Determined is what he is. There's determined. The word. Okay. He's a determined man. Well, I don't know who even told him to come see me. Somebody told him to come see me. Cynthia's like, oh yes, please tell this story. Was it the story I just told? And Dom's like, most people never knew.
Well, no. You missed. I started. Dom told Daisy to look at Dan Blocker's history. He was a war hero, and yes, my granddad and his 2 brothers were all war heroes. My granddad worked in the Signal Corps. That's how he met my Nana. Nana was a nurse for the British. She's Welsh. And they met during World War II, and she came back home with him, and then they created most of the area that is now known as the Caribou in BC.
Oh,
so
cool.
Yeah, and that's how Dan Blocker ended up having the sharing the ranch, the fence line with my uncle. I guess they were,
that makes sense.
of a similar yeah, they had both come back from the war, and they were both, looking to just settle in and do what their family did.
That makes sense. And Don's like, Dan had 4 kids: Dirk, David, Deborah, and Dana. AP's like, you're younger than my father. And then Cynthia's like, Dirk was on Baba Black Sheep. Oh, I remember that. Oh, I
Baba
used
Black
to
Sheep.
love that one. Yes, I used to love it. I was assigned to that show. He's a sweetheart. Both father and son were both doing series at the same time.
Oh, that's cool.
Dom is like, Cynthia was Pappy, exactly. Boyington, the ass most said he was. I didn't find him that way when I met him. And then Dom's like, Chinny, next time, tell him to give you his address and you will meet him at his house in an hour. And if you are late, he can start without you. I really, I mean, it's not that I am adverse to getting in the vehicle to go out to the desert to fuck around a while, but not when it's 108 degrees, right? And anything that you touch just will burn, right? Because it's a lot. That 108 is a lot. It feels like it's 128 out there. So yeah, that's kind of, I'm there with it. I felt like it was kind of that kind too. And then when he mentioned the cafe, it was like, okay, maybe it's not. I don't know. Yes, persistent. There you go. That was one. Determined, but without a tractor. Poor guy. Probably. You've met my luck, AP. And then I had to, I'm going to be honest with you, I had to sit there and listen to Jim try and psychoanalyze me why I feel so bad about myself. Because I'm like, why would some dude walk in off the street and want to take this fat piece of shit out? Right? When I'm working, all he is seeing is from like boobs up. Okay, well, I just explained my own answer. I'm sorry. But, if I just stood up and this behemoth of an ass, he'd have been like, oh, fuck, she said on me, I'll drown. Exactly. I'm just saying. So, but I'm honest about it. I'm good. Cynthia's like, I fooked up. I was thinking of another father and son. They were doing the same series at the same time. Yeah, because I didn't think he was in that one. I mean, he was old enough to be, but they had kind of guys that were like 15 years older than him at the time. That's what I remember about Blah, Blah, Blah Sheep. Dom's like, Cynthia, don't do that. Stop trying to trick us. We get confused easily. Have you not met our age group? And Dom's laughing. And then Dom's like, Shinny Graham, are you the moist in the middle? That is all some guys need.
Yep.
I'm like the desert I enjoy going to. I had to say that. I just had to. It just sounded good, didn't it? So anyway, yeah. So here we all are doing like nothing but just, damn, girl. We know how to talk a lot about absolutely
nothing. Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
I got a message which reminded me I need a hard out today at 4:30. We're going bowling for his work. It's a staff appreciation
That
thing.
sounds so much fun.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool. The bowling alley is literally across the street.
Well, then you shouldn't be into an anxiety attack.
Shouldn't be. I've bowled there a few times now. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Good.
I'm looking forward to it. Pizza and bowling.
I can't have pizza, but damn, that started to sound good. But wait, there was a recipe, and I saved it to my personal Facebook for making this thing that looked like the pizza dough, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought, I can make that because I can eat it because there's no flour in it, right? So I can make that, and then I can put some pizza sauce on the top of it, and then cover it in cheese and put a whole bunch of meat on it, make it a meat eaters, right? Mm-hmm. And I could have a pizza.
Well, if you get the large sliced salami, you just layer them, and that's your base.
Greasy.
Well,
This was cheese and eggs.
oh, interesting.
Cheese and eggs, and there was something else that I'm allowed to eat that was in it. So it was cheese and eggs. But that's the two things I remember. I bet you it was cheese, eggs, and cream. I'll bet you. I don't know. I would have to go look. I don't want to go look. That's why I haven't ate it yet. But I was going to look when my friend Caroline was going to come up, which is why I didn't stream. I think it was last weekend. Last weekend she was going to come up, and at the last moment she didn't come up.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, because I got the pull up and everything else, and I'm like waiting to find out what time she's coming up. So I go ahead and I text her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. Should have reached out earlier." And I'm like, "Well, it's no big deal. It had to do with two little kids, that were moving away, and she needed to spend some time with them. She was taking them to go get some stuff that they needed." And it's like, no, that's fine. That's not, I mean, it wasn't like I did anything. I didn't make a spread for us to eat because she and I both are eating the same way. So there's no spread to be made. There's just go to the refrigerator, grab something, and walk away. I'm not doing anything special for either one of us. So, which I don't know how to be a hostess. I'm sure you've figured that out. I don't hostess well. I'm just like, look, if you ain't at home, you ought to be. Take that either way you want. Either leave and go home or make yourself at home. You have your choice. I don't know how to be a hostess.
I think I know what my next tattoo would be if I was to get another tattoo.
What's that?
Every time I cough, I'd have to have "excuse me."
That is so perfect. That is so perfect. I was looking today because I got this one the day that my brother got killed, murdered, not murdered, OD'd, whatever the hell. And so apparently forever now I have my brother with me. Okay.
Well, there you go.
Because again, I didn't want the font that I have because it made me think of him. And I told her I wanted more of the script. I had showed her what I wanted, and yet we were back to this. Okay. So I was kind of bummed because I'm like going, great, I'm always going to have my brother. But that's kind of one of the reasons I needed the I matter. Right? Because that's what this one says, in case you don't remember. This one says,
no, I remember.
It says, I matter.
Yeah.
Okay. And then over here, so that when I'm telling my clients where to sign, it says,
you matter.
You matter. Okay. Because some of them are going through some really heavy shit. So I decided, since this is forever memorializing my first friend's death, that I would get another one over here. That is going to be the script that I want. And then I'm like, maybe I should say I love you. And just remind myself that I can love myself. Because the message my whole life, and until this day, the message of my whole life is you're not worth it. Right? So I could do it in the font that I want. And the two of them put together should be so extremely healing.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my cousins this week, and the PTSD that she has is insane, which was really funny because I was talking to my niece in email, and then talking to my cousin in Facebook Messenger, and trying to, because I'm not used to blood family being around. I'm not used to that. But my niece she wants a relationship. So we have to both work at remembering to reach out to each other.
Yeah.
My cousin, she and I went through the same things. And my PTSD is face it forward and kick its ass. Her PTSD is go into the closet, hide, and I gave her a few years back vocal. So she's getting better at being vocal, right?
Yeah.
But she's not there. So I should be a little bit more delicate, but no, what I am is we're going to talk about him. That's going to help you. It's going to make you go forward in front. I face these guys. I face them. I made them look at me knowing what they did to me. Right? So there's a lot of PTSD avenues in my life growing up. So I think the two of these together being kind of similar would just be the beginning and the end story. And
I have to say, I kind of like the idea of the not so perfect script on that one and having the more beautiful calligraphy. The two, it's your youth and your adulthood together as well. It's grown up.
Exactly.
Right?
It's the trauma and now the heal.
Yeah.
And boom. And so maybe
I like that.
Maybe God still made her do that. Her own self. And she may not have even meant to do that. That's how it came out. Because at a certain point she showed me and I said, yes, that's the right font. And it still came out to this. And you could see the font underneath it.
Yeah.
That it was supposed to be. And I'm like, what the hell? But, I wasn't going to make her feel bad. My daughter and my granddaughter go to her. Right. Yeah. So I wasn't going to make her feel bad because I still liked it.
Well, and that's exactly it. It's done by family. It's done by someone who's aware. And,
well, she wasn't aware. That was the thing. She was not aware. She does my daughter and my granddaughter's tattoos.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought she did.
No. She wasn't in family. She did Chrissy's and she did that's pretty bad. Ariana's. Okay. So
I'm smiling because I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
Well, I have migraines in the name factor, and I'm like, I know my granddaughter's name. So anyway, she does Chrissy's and she does Ariana's, and so I'm like, Ariana got a beautiful one done, and I'm like, I want to know, and then come to find out, she went to school with my kids.
Okay,
right?
Perfect.
With my other kid, not the when she does the tattoo.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
yeah.
she went to school with JoJo, and so it was like, oh well, this is kind of weird. And so she told me where to meet her, and I'm like, oh, I know right where Walmart is. She's like, yep, apparently you do. Because at first I'm like, where the hell is that street? And then I'm like, I know right where Walmart is. Got it. I know. Because she was telling me she was beside some store and I didn't know that store. And then when she gave me, I'm like, oh, I know exactly where you are, So she didn't know the history at all. And neither of us knew that when I got home from that, I was going to get the call about my brother.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
It was just, I believe in
everything happens for a reason.
Right. And I believe it being, on a completely different level. And it's like, okay, cool. That's where we are at this point. I'm not going to go and have it removed and then redone. I'm not going to do it. But when I was doing dishes last night or cooking breakfast this morning, I don't know, I was in the kitchen and I just thought I could do the one that says, either I love myself or I love you, and then figure out what I can say for, you are loved. Like, if I use this finger just to remind people you are.
Now, oh shoot. I got sidetracked. I like that. I'm reading forward in chat. I'm sorry. I'm going to jump ahead and then we can go back. John says, get fuck tattooed on the right eyelid and off tattooed on the left eyelid. Then when you're asleep, people will know what to do. My mom my
They'd
mom.
probably do it to me. That's my luck.
So I don't think the problem is the writing, the black has worn out. But let's see.
Oh, shoot.
Wrong one.
Wait a minute. I'm getting there.
Oh, actually, you can kind of see it.
Well, yeah, the camera then wanted to focus on your fingers more than it.
So it says, keep going.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah, but you know what's even better?
Huh. It's on the other side?
No, on the inside. I don't know if I could show it.
No, it's going to get your there's something in there, but I surely.
Oh, it almost did it. Okay. It won't say it, but it says fucking. And it wears on my middle finger. So when I do this, it says keep fucking going.
I love it. That's
I
great.
know.
And your mom gave you that.
My mom gave it to
it.
me. Yeah. Yeah. It's etched in on the inside. Fucking. It's just, I love it so much.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
That
and the
is
black
adorable.
stuff on the writing wore off like almost immediately.
Which is no big deal because that just makes people want to zoom in on it more to read it.
People don't even realize it really says anything, really. You know, it just
really?
It's a ring. Yeah. It just looks like, I mean, that's what most people are looking at. It may look like maybe it's a little bit dirty because there's a couple of letters where the black's still in there. But yeah, no one even knows. But I can and even if I don't finger them, I can, I know that I'm telling them to keep fucking going and fuck off.
Right, exactly. And there you go. It's empowering.
Yeah.
It's empowering. Hey, Dawn says the buyer of my house and me are only $8,000 apart on price. I hope we meet in the middle tomorrow. See the middle? I'm sorry. No, I'm giving him the middle salute. This is what we're hoping for. And finish the deal by the end of the week. Oh, honey, we're going to put that on our wish list. Mm-hmm. And then he says to me, did you take her refund? Wait, did you take her refund?
Make her refund your money for getting the font wrong.
Oh, no.
Sometimes there are happy accidents.
Right. And it was just like, okay. And then when I got home, I realized, and I even tipped her, you know, because it's still a beautiful tattoo. And oh my God, I've never had a tattoo where it was almost impossible to know that I was getting a tattoo. She was so gentle. I'm like, at a certain point, because I was streaming it, right? And
you were streaming that?
Yeah. And how
did I not see that?
I don't know. But at a certain point, I'm like, I can't even tell. I mean, she was holding my wrist, and I could feel her fingers on my wrist more than I could feel the needle. She was,
and that's one of the more painful places.
She said this was going to be worse.
Yeah.
And let me share with you, I didn't feel it when she said she was done. I was like, huh? Okay.
You're lucky. I had a buddy got himself a gecko. Right there. Sorry. Right there. And he was in tears.
Yeah, no. I can fall asleep while getting a tattoo. And
tattoo has never bothered me. I've had this shoulder blade tattooed. I've had the snake done. Then I had the centerpiece done. Then I had the snake and the centerpiece redone. Well, snake needed touch up, but I keep getting tattooed here on the shoulder blade, and it's meant to be one of the worst places to get tattooed. And I'm fine.
I think it has to do with the tattoo artist, because my first tattoo back here.
Yeah.
Back there. Can you see it?
Yeah. From this far, it kind of looks like the Transformers.
Yeah, no. It's a butterfly with the heart, but I don't remember what it looks like.
Well, with my eyesight, it kind of blurs, and it kind of looks like the Transformers face, the emblem.
Well, that was my first tattoo, and I mean, I was falling asleep, scared the hell right out of Dutch. They really did. And then all the girls had a crush on Cash. So when Brit Butt wanted her tattoo, she wanted to get it, but she didn't want to go alone. And I'm like, okay, I will take you. And she goes, but I don't want to be the only one getting one. So I let her pick it out. Oh my God. Don't ever let somebody pick you out to tattoo.
No.
But
No.
she's one of my babies. And where is it? Oh, there it is.
Hi, Froggy.
I am never going to show you this tattoo. It's not going to happen. Speaking of tats, guess who got a new tat? That would be Froggy. And
nice.
I'm like thinking about it. But anyway, there's a tattoo down there.
Okay.
And I'm just going to tell you, Cash pissed me off because that should not have hurt there. And he was doing it so hard. And I knew he was doing it hard. But some of that was so that the ink got in so much that he wasn't going to have to come back a year from now and brighten it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he worked on it really hard. And I'm like, so anyway, that kind of ended me wanting to go back to Cash ever.
No doubt.
But she needed to have Cash, and luckily with Cash, with Brit Butt, he was kind to her because it was her first one. With me, he had an issue that my daughter, he had an issue with her, and so he took it out on me. Anyway, yeah, no, I won't, because again, when I got home and my brother, because I hadn't even thought about my brother for years and years and years. And so when she showed me the first font, that was the worst, my brother, right? Mm-hmm. It seriously looked just like his handwriting. This just reminds me of his handwriting. Mm-hmm. And so, I'm not upset about it. And then I get home and the fucker, I get phone calls that the fucker's dead, murder thing and all this. And it's like, that's just what I fucking wanted. Right. So it's like, well, I've got that date now memorialized. Right. And seriously, in a way, I am a believer that, maybe he was just a jackass because he was insecure and somehow or another, because he died. Okay, there's a 2-hour difference. So he died at 4. I have to find out what time my appointment. I think he died right when my appointment with her was. I think I had a 1:00 appointment with her. I think he died right as we were sitting down. I don't exactly know, but yeah, no. So anyway, there we are. Tom's like, I thought about getting faggot tattooed on my member. Then when she grabs it to read it better, it will expand to say, for a good time, use this. Oh, that's adorable. One of the guys my daughter dated had his done as a dragon. The whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. AP's like, and Cash did that. Just saying. AP's like, if I can get over this MS shit, I'm going to get a phoenix bursting out of ashes, half sleeve on my forearm. That would be so cool. And Dom's like, Shinny, you rewarded failure. I rewarded what she heard that I needed. Yeah, you are the federal government. And then Froggy comes along and says, hey, y'all, there's my girl. We were wondering where you are. And Dom's like, Froggy. And AP says, one of my best friends has both shin bones tattooed straight down the bone. Motto of his naval platoon. Pretty sweet. But he was in a shit ton of pain. Well, then maybe Cash wasn't that horrible. Maybe that's the worst place to get it done. Because that was, hey, Froggy, so down at the ankle is because you've got tattoos there. You've got ink down there. On the outside ankle above the bone that pokes out. How bad did that hurt? And then Froggy's like, wink, Dom, missed you oh so much. And you didn't write. Laugh out loud. Joking. And then Dom comes along and says, AP females generally feel less pain because they have an extra layer of fat just under the skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and tattoos in general are going to hurt more if they're done on bone, as opposed to somewhere with a little bit more fat, like, an arm.
But there's no bone right here, and
no, but that's tendons and muscles and all sorts of important stuff that hurts a whole lot.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Again,
they talked me into putting this one up higher than I necessarily wanted it. I wanted it right on my wrist, but they talked me.
She tried to get me to come higher on this because she was worried about that, and I said no, I want it there, and that's why there's such a big gap, and it,
yeah.
So, but no, I'm gonna do it again. I want to find a different Froggy. If you've got somebody in San Diego that you love their artwork, let me know so that I can go, because I want to get this one done. Okay. And then Don says, Froggy, I wrote on the Froggy Winder when I was looking, Froggy Winder, when I was looking in at you. AP says, Dom, might be onto something there, but when my friend got it done, he was at 2% body fat. Well, see, he didn't have any fat. And then Froggy's like, grins. That was to Dom, I'm sure. Froggy's like, okay, back to ink, and I'll be home tomorrow, I think. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, back to ink. Are you getting more ink? And I'll be home tomorrow, I think. Wait, I knew that you got ink. Wasn't it yesterday or the day before? She got a beautiful piece of work done. She really did. Dom's like, AP, I've discussed it with several medical people. Part of the feeling of pain is the psychology, the physiology. Why do you give me words that I'm not going to? I went to the psychology, but it's physiology of it all. So anyway, yeah, I have no idea. I know Digger has like 45 minutes. I wonder if we should, because she's got her new TV screen. Digger got a new TV screen, folks, for her birthday. She got a new TV screen. Okay. I wonder if we should play some Board Game Arena on that new TV screen, because she can't join us on Fridays and Saturdays, and we're used to being able to play. So just saying. And I know that Cynthia would like to get a little bit of game in. So Dig's back. Digger, do you want to play some games?
Sure. I got like 45 minutes.
That's what I was just saying. So Miss Cynthia, where are you at? And everybody sign into. I got to
open that other one too, eh?
Yeah. How are you liking your new TV?
Oh my goodness, it's awesome. And I can hear, and I understand what I'm hearing. It's a great thing. I got called out. I was listening to a video about something. I can't even remember what it was, but it was one of those ones where the title was misleading as to the end of to the actual point of the video, and I could understand the beginning part because I was listening on my tablet. But then I came in and I put it onto that, and I ended up posting it because the first part sounded good, and then I got called out by someone saying, "Oh my God, what about talk about clickbait?" And yeah, I was quite embarrassed, and so I haven't shared anything. So it'll be nice. I can share now because I'll know what I'm sharing. I can hear it properly again.
Okay, there you go. There you go. And again, be careful because the YouTube Robin, it got fired. They canned Robin. There is no kindness now. Yeah, there is. They must have figured out that Robin was becoming more human, and did away with Robin
Well, yeah,
because
she was realizing just how much bullshit was
and
being
was
pushed.
questioning them. I'm quite sure. Yeah, she was. I'm quite sure she was questioning them. The unfortunate part about this is make sure before we bring you up, make sure you have your game in and get ready to share.
Yeah,
Cynthia, make
I
sure you
got
have your
sidetracked
game
again.
in and you're ready to share. So, well, seriously, don't ask me where Digger just took off to. She's not here. She ain't listening. She got. Hi, folks. It's me. Do we know what we're doing? No, but Miss Digger is back.
May or may not have accidentally hit the open
The
play.
X mark.
Not new tab, but in the tab I was currently on.
You hit the cute little X mark instead of the little plus mark. I get what you're saying. So Cynthia, just need to make sure that you have she's got game board open. Let me get through these
I
chats
close
real
that.
quick.
I can get
Anyway,
that.
Dom is saying that he gave that word to AP, and AP is like, Dom, no argument there. You can ignore pain. Have done that myself. And Dom is like, Froggy, I invented iron-on tattoos. No one wants to try them. Well, and then AP says, Dom, would you stop using philosophy or what's that word? Physiology is a difficult word. It's not a difficult word. It is to me. I'm dyslexic, and all those Latin words that I was in school for, I can't break out now. And Dom is like, AP, some people are at least mildly dyslexic.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my man. He knows me.
I was lucky. My mom, if it weren't for my mom and her forcing me when the letters started dancing around and not making sense, she kept saying, well, go look it up in the dictionary. And it forced me to learn how to figure out what the word was by how it was being used in the sentence.
And I think that was some of why we as a generation didn't know that we had it. But as you get older, as I'm getting older, it's getting worse. I can read maybe 4 sentences in a book that I'm having to look at or in a contract, and then they all start dancing, and it's horrible. So yeah. He does know that I have the whole dyslexic thing, and I'm going to stop reading this shit. Word like physiology and psychology confuse them because they're all the same word, and then my mouth gets tied up. So there they are. I ain't reading them, and Dom is laughing because they know. Oh, are they Greek? Well, Greek and Latin, they started intermingling them in med school, so I just call them all Latin. Contextual use of words is the best way to learn the language. And, oh, I know what Goober National is. I can do that one. So anyway, let me, hello. I don't know why I've got my Zwitter open over here, but I do. Okay, we've got 2 people. So everybody, here's Miss Cynthia. She has been waiting for words as to when to join us. And then I do have her add hers to stage. It just kind of works for me to babysit her because, well, she forgets to do what I've taught her to do. And then this is how I climb on her back and tell her. And you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to play blackjack first.
No, yes, please no.
I went there first. Don't ask me. I think the game just took me there. Hello, Miss Cynthia. How are you doing? She's like, I ain't here to talk.
I'm here to play.
Yeah.
Hey, Digger, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm having a good afternoon.
Good, there you go. I've sent both you invites. I know that Cynthia has, and now we're going to go ahead and start this little puppy. We're going straight to Spite and Malice, which happens to be what is better known as Side Pile. And I wish Nanners would just like join us in Game Board Arena. Not have to be in chat, not have to. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah.
So, Cynthia gets to go first. Fire Fairy gets to go first. Greeks are famous for putting it into the exhaust pipe. I'm watching a new show right now, and boy, howdy, they had a choo-choo train going on this show, and I'm just sitting there going, seriously? But they apparently feel like I am really needing to watch that stuff right now. I'm just saying, they're feeling like it. At Goober National, what? Laugh my ass off, says AP. And then Dom says, AP, now you know. Goober National.
Okay, there we are.
Blackjack is fun. Well, honey, someday, then when we're in here, we know that Digger's only got a little bit, but someday when we're in here, join us on Game Board Arena, and you can be in chat and you can play blackjack. I think we can have like 6 people on the blackjack table at one time.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yes.
As long as everybody moves, because we've had it where everybody was really big. And you know what? I'm here to play, not to like Uber strategize and do all that. It's like, let's just get this moving because, you know, we got people watching it. And it's horrible that some people are just going to like take an hour to figure out what they're going to do. It's like, nope, let's get moving. As you can tell, Digger and I, we just kick ass. We'll think about it later.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Dom says, Digger, I found out that Queen and myself were born in the same hospital about 12 and a half hours apart, or years apart.
That's
not
cool.
Hours, years.
That's cool.
I don't know if I just tried to make our Queen older or our Dom younger. Okay.
Well,
and then,
I was reading AP. Not
AP
the only
says
people
not
to
the
play.
only people to play with rear-ending their fellow hole for a night. This is our chat.
Yes.
And Dom says, AP, is the bonus hole the front hole or the rear hole? It's the rear hole. I got asked that question last night on that other stream I was on too. I was talking about the Jodi Arias trial and the fact of the bonus hole, and there are clear shots because the guy meant to turn off the video, but instead he turned off the volume and left the video up, right?
Oh,
oops. Did I do that? Well, yes, honey, you sure did. And so anyway, you got to see all of her holes right there, and she's on all 4 knees, and he's behind her taking the picture because, you know, that's what the idea was.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they're like, well, what's the bonus hole? And I'm like, oh my God, are you like kidding me? We just lost Miss Cynthia's feed. Oh, it came back. And the AP's like, I'm going to load up my casino account and play some blackjack right now. He's like, I'm just going to be over here listening to you while I play. Because we just got him the game playing mood. Dom, depends on which hole you start with.
I just had to plug in my computer. I didn't realize I had it didn't have it plugged into the electricity. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dom's like, really? Because guys have a real hole too. So it's not bonus. It is if you get to stick your shit in it. Literally.
No, that's an outie, not an innie.
Just saying. Yep, that's all the women agreed last night on well, there was 3 or 4 of us at the time. We all agreed to that. And
for Pete's sakes.
Yeah, of course the dudes were like, oops. And then they said, well, I don't want anybody sticking it in mine. I'm like, that's how we women feel about it. See how that is? It was a thing. It was a thing.
Yes. That was very good. I nearly didn't do that. I nearly didn't see that. I was nearly very upset about that. I do
Okay.
And then AP is
9,
like, it's too quiet.
10. I'm thinking. Jack, Queen.
Okay, that's 1.
Damn it.
And Dom says, that is weird. Or I dated weird chicks because all the women I had sex with that were over 30 years old did want some backfield action. Okay, first of all, there's no lubricant back there. So why would anybody enjoy it? Because even when you use lubricant. So I don't understand. I'm so confused by the whole. Yeah.
Well, apparently,
they're lying and it's called entrapment.
Oh,
yeah, I
ahead.
don't know.
course I can't finish this.
What were you going to
while-
say? Apparently what?
Apparently, yes. Sorry. Apparently, the prostate can be manipulated to give men the equivalent of an orgasm. So maybe that's why men like taking it.
Well,
up
yeah.
But
I mean, you should milk the prostate apparently, occasionally. Don't ask me. I'm not one. And
yeah. Do women have a prostate, or do we?
No,
just
women
not?
do not have a prostate.
So,
do
our
it
bowels and intestines and whatnot work perfectly well without one.
Perfectly
That
well.
is correct.
Perfectly well.
I wonder why.
Perfectly well. Perfectly, just not going to lie about it. It's perfectly well.
Yes, AP. That's exactly what it was. All of a sudden, you just heard her. Real slowly slowing down.
And the smell that you got, it was all the same thing. Yes.
Yeah, I was smelling burning toast.
That was what the noise was. Digger was thinking. The hamster fell off the wheel. It was all right there, baby. It was all right there.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, Froggy stepped away and she said she was going to be back.
Did you ever find out where she was Friday night?
I have a good clue, and we're not gonna go there. So yeah, I had a good clue. Yep.
Poor Dom.
Well, it's okay. It happens sometimes. The girl's got an in real life. I mean, there's a lot of us that don't like just pay attention to just the screen. That we step away. And she's a stepper. That's why when I said I want to go on vacation, I just need someone to go with. She became my huckleberry. She did. Dom's like, I was just talking about the woman over 30 that I had sex with. I have not had sex with all women, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to let you try with all women. Just saying, it happens. I gotta sneeze. I know I do. No, don't even want the doctor to be anywhere near that area. There are machines that can scan that area now. Yeah, they have.
I've had to have the camera go up, and it was not fun.
There we go.
Yeah,
actually, the camera going up was not the bad part. It was the 2 days beforehand, clearing everything out with the laxatives.
Yep. That lovely little drink. I'm like thinking, if I go and take that drink again, will I drop 20 pounds now?
I know.
I'm just wondering, because there was a whole bunch of polyps in there the last time that he went in there. So I need to go in there, but my current doctor, they have an automated thing calling my voicemail, and I get a call us. That's the only message I get. Or it's not even a sentence, and it doesn't say call us, because that would remind me to call them, but it leaves me sitting there going, okay, is this like a political thing calling me, or is this my doctor's thing? And the other day I noted that it was on my caller ID at the office. And oh, great, that was the doctor's office. Well, now I have to take time to give them a call, and I'm working, so if they would let me answer the call, but no, they call at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So no. AP, gay robots, says Dom, and laughs. And Dom says, or AP says to
Shit
Dom,
on a
if
stick.
that is how they self-identify. And Dom laughs. What did you do? I gave you a 2. Undo.
I did.
Okay. I wasn't looking. I was looking at chat.
I was listening to someone telling a story and not paying attention.
Oh, that's why
That's
I have.
easy to do.
And then I'm looking at it and going, wait a minute. That's not
What did I
right.
do?
That's why I have Cynthia share hers, because I'm not looking at StreamYard except for in chat and then coming over and looking at our game. And Dom says, well, I do not have a death wish, but I also do not plan to or want to live forever. If I get cancer back there, so be it. Well, that kind of becomes a hot mess from what I understand, but I am totally on that bus with you. I've been driving that bus actually for years and years and years because, as I told my firstborn, sweetheart, I'm done. I've done everything I can do. It's your turn. What do you want from me? I mean, it's like time to move on. So that's where I am.
Okay.
See, I have to keep switching back. I've got both of the windows shrunk a bit. But every time I'm playing my turn, that has to take up the screen and I can't see anything.
No, it doesn't. Chat. Reset it so that half of your screen is studio.
No, but then it's too small and I can't read anything.
Woman, then you are blind because you got a great big ass screen, and I have
43 inches of beautiful bright crispness.
What brand did you get?
I may or may not lick windows on buses. That may or may not be true. Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
You never know what kind of feelings you can get when you lick the window buses.
And they all taste different. The windows on the bus all taste different. All taste different. All taste different. The windows on the bus, they all taste different. Lick all day. AP is like, I'm probably not going to make it to the age of my first roto-rootering, so I'm not worried. And Bobby's
there you go.
Typical needs 43 inches. I think even
I like them big, but not that big.
because I'm sitting here thinking even I would surrender at that. Okay, even I would say, no, thank you. And I'm game for just about everything.
Yeah,
which was part of the game last night. Is what would you? What would you not do?
Okay.
What would you not
Interesting.
Do? I take it readers get to see your answers.
Oh, we were verbally saying them.
Oh.
Dom's asking Bobby, I need to get some pants with a window in the front. And Bobby says she likes them absolutely gargantuan.
There you go. And it's your turn, Dom.
I don't need huge. I like just normal.
Alt tab. Huge. It's your turn. Alt tab.
I'm looking. I still don't see anything though. Damn it.
You can't go, is what I hear you saying.
No, but if I look hard enough, something will come up. I'm sure I can figure it out.
Don't forget the king is wild. And then you have the Joker who is wild. I know it's been a while.
Yeah, that does me absolutely no good.
No, these poor folks had never met me. And last night they did. And I felt supported. I was back in my community.
More
and
people?
Anybody who totally knows me knows my community. And it was so welcoming. Although there was some oh my God moments, but and I wish
there was.
and I wished it was like, God, why do I have to be so honest? Right? Because we are very honest, Dig. We are.
Well, yeah.
And nothing is off topic. So, she was all,
I shouldn't have played that.
Sylvie was all like, well, hey, you
Uh,
know, and trying to decide whether or not um she could, you know, I could handle the game. And I'm like, well, of course I can handle the game, right? And then I'm wishing maybe I didn't have to handle the game. See where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
And it's like, holy crapoli, you know? I'm over here just to help Digger apparently today.
Well, I'll take it.
I figured you would.
well, I helped you. You got to play that 9.
It wouldn't have made a difference one way or the other. I still could have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you see what I'm saying? You don't know what I have, and I can still do things. So yeah, I was still prepared to be able to do that. Bobby's like, just normal, and judging by your hand gestures, shoulder
I
width.
said normal big.
Oh, no, normal. The width of the body works well.
Yeah.
And then Dom is like, Bobby, she likes gargantuan. Harry? No, he said gar. He said gar, not just gargantuan. And Bobby's like, oh no, she's straight up bonaboo. I don't know that I said those words right. You know that I don't know if I there. It's on the Bono, Bono.
Bonobo. Bonobo. I think that's famous ape of some sort, I think.
Well, see, that's where Dawn was going with the orangutan.
Yeah. Is that bonobo?
Or
is bonobo larger?
I have no idea.
You know it's not larger? My bladder.
My brain?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Like my brain. That
and
works.
I'm sitting here needing to go take a bio break too.
Well, go on. I'll be thinking.
Okay. You think away. We'll be right back. Mute me.
Ooh, you mute yourself.
Okay. Make me work for it.
Well. Shit. See, I had this, but then I had to okay. Oh, I don't know how I was doing that. That's not going to work for me. Okay. Well, there's that. Well, see, that kind of sucks. Okay. So we have to wait for Digger to come back. So, hi, Bobby. How are you, my love? I miss you. And then Dom says, Digger has the batter bladder. Well, she's been drinking coffee. You know. So, Bobby, what's up? How have you been doing? What have you been doing? Have you been trolling people, or have you been actually hanging out in chats? Or have you just like been doing in real life shit? Because I'm sorry, my son, I miss you.
Hello. Who do you miss?
Bobby.
Oh, hi, Bobby.
Well, so I thought I'd ask him a few questions so that he could write it in, but he apparently did a flyby.
Oh,
he's
okay.
like, yes.
Oh,
his answer to my, did you do this or this or this? And he said yes.
Oh, good.
He's one of those kids that when they come home from school and you say, how was your day? And they go, fine, and walk away. That's my Bobby.
You know, this is really not fun for me.
What? What happened?
I don't have anything to play. I just keep getting more cards.
Oh, I still have 8. I still have 8 on the goal. You have 5. She has 6. Hush, puppy.
Okay.
Hey, Friday night, we just couldn't find the aces, and all of a sudden they just showed up.
Oh, okay.
Of them. So it's just where the cards are.
It just happens.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
So, hey, Bobby, have you been clipping anything from us? I guess is the whole question. Would you please let me play something?
Oh no. Digger has the bladder, yes.
I still don't have
That's a skill issue, Digger. Get good. It's not. It's a dealing of the cards. I blame the computer who's dealing the cards.
I need to find this game online. I am just in love with it.
All I want is an ace.
I want more than that, and yet I don't have enough spaces for that. That's a skill issue, Digger.
Yeah.
Get good. Get good. Get good. Get good at your skill.
I'm blaming the dealer. Like I said, I'm blaming the dealer.
I cannot believe this. Gee whiz.
I know. I wait and just stare for a couple of moments just in case they want to change and be something that's playable for a change.
Holy fudge sickles. I mean, it's
Hasn't
not
worked
like
yet.
we don't all have that. Okay. We're kind of tired of seeing that card. We're tired of seeing it. I've got a handful of that card. And yet you give me another one. I'm really over it. Okay.
I don't think the computer is liking us too much at this point.
Well, it's making sure we all have plenty of the same card.
Well, yeah. And that way we'll be fighting over the one ace
that gets to use
up.
it. Well, that's true too. Yes. AP is like probably an issue between the chair and the screen. That would be the keyboard. No, the issue is between the keyboard and the chair. Did you see how that worked? There's the issue. It's between the keyboard and the chair. We're just gonna say, Digger, it's your turn. She'll be back.
I know. I'm mentally mapping out what will work and what won't work.
It's a frequent issue. She might have to play off. She might just have to do just the game and not us. Does that make sense? And not StreamYard.
No. I just
Not
have to.
You, her. Cynthia's gone.
Oh.
And she needs to reshare.
And so that doesn't help me. So
instead of minimizing, she exited.
I got closed out for some reason.
She exited StreamYard. So.
Oh, sorry. I have no clue as to.
And you need to turn your volume down because we're hearing us. Would you?
My internet's been a little glitchy.
Would you just invest in some earbuds? You need to turn your volume down. Now I'm listening to me tell her that.
Oh, I can't look.
Can't look at what?
Well,
okay, there we go.
I try to not look at the board because I'm playing the game, so I shouldn't be looking at the board.
That's why I don't look, because I'm only over here. I only look at the chat, and then over here is where I play the game. Oh, thank you.
Look at that. You know what I can do?
Oh my.
Oh, where did it go? I need that one now. Oh, that works really well. I've never thought to do that. I've got the Board Game Arena board in a smaller window that covers your board, but I can still see us on the side and the chat now.
Exactly.
As long as I don't type in the chat, I'm good to go.
Exactly. So you don't click on it to highlight it or anything like that. Exactly.
Right. All I got to do though is shrink the.
Screwed me right over.
There. Got to shrink it a little bit so that I can see you guys' cards. See the ones I'm allowed to see.
What do I want to do with you? Oh, man, that sucks. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Well, at least we've hooped her for a minute.
Boy, she's going to town now.
Oh, shit. Unless, of course, she has an ace.
Sorry, Dig.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, darn. Okay, I have to discard now. I've played myself to pieces there. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I
well,
finally got something. Dom is like, hey, Bobby, when most
Howdy.
of the brain cells are frozen for 6 months out of the year.
that's mine. But it's not quite that much because I get all 4 seasons where I live. I'm not frozen all the time.
I'll bet that's beautiful.
Oh, it is. It really is. And we get actual, they call it champagne powder. It's beautiful. It's
That is the greatest thing to ski on.
yes. Yeah, I'm surrounded by ski hills. But yeah, it's the best for building like igloos and snowmen and all that fun stuff too. You can tunnel through the big snowbanks. As kids, that's what we do, and we have all sorts of tunnel systems through the ginormous snowbanks at the school. Oh, it was
how
so much fun. Oh, it was a blast.
How fun.
Okay, this is a little bit too, I'm going to start squinting.
What are you looking for?
Okay, so then I can do, that goes there. That goes there.
Oh, you got to get glasses, girlfriend.
Me too.
Yeah, if Digger's having a hard time seeing that close on a 43-inch TV, we need
Yeah.
her
Far
to
away
get.
is she from it?
Well, it's not 43 inches, and I had to shrink the stuff in the screen so that I could see all the cards. So the cards are, yeah, about the same size of my. So at 1.5 feet away, it does get kind of small.
Well, I have my cards are pink, the tip of the pinky and half of the next knuckle. So,
okay, so if I do,
you need some readers, girl. I hate to say it. You finally got to my age. You need some readers. Dom is like, I am surrounded by boobs, and most of them are not breasts. Isn't that just jolly? I bet you wish they were all breast.
Fudge, fudge, fudge. Oh, I can undo.
Oh, what did you see?
That undid everything. I thought I just.
No, it undoes it all, and you have to remember
Okay.
what you were doing to get them all done.
Yeah.
I didn't see what she saw. It may have been in her hand because she can't use her tins, so it wasn't for that.
My turn?
Why did you dismiss the jack when you could have played your jack?
Because maybe I've only got 1 card left, and it may or may not be a wild card that I didn't want to just leave there hanging for any of you. Maybe.
Well, then
Spite
you could have
malice?
used it as a 5.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have gotten me anywhere.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would have helped. It would have used your guys' side piles, but it wouldn't have gotten me anywhere.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh.
Although, if you'd have used it, they would have given you more, and you might have gotten more wilds.
Yeah, but now I'm getting more, and I've
maybe
guaranteed still got a wild.
That's it. That's true. She's got me on that, folks. I'm trying.
This way I know I've got something to help out.
Oh.
But yeah, it's funny because if I...
Don't freeze. I thought
I've got one screen, one size. The screen is either it fits it all in, or I lose out the it's your hand is on the bottom of my screen.
How much of the bottom of the game do you see?
Right now I'm seeing it all. But if I scroll out,
what do you mean by you're seeing it all?
I get to see the preferences and game options.
Okay.
No. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Take your mouse and click on the game board.
Yeah.
And then I want you to hit control, and I want you to scroll up.
That's what I'm doing. But if I scroll up 1, I lose your hand. So I've got the choice of either small or.
Well, you don't need to see my hand.
Yes, I do if I want to play off of it.
Oh, you mean you lose my side piles?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I can't see your side
well,
pile.
but when it's your turn, then you scroll up to see mine. You scroll up and down. I don't know.
You sneaky.
We're over here talking and not paying attention.
We're nattering at each other and she's kicking her ass.
Oh, and Cynthia, Dom wants to know if you made ice cream yet.
That's awesome.
No. I have to be a good girl between now and Tuesday. I'm having a CT.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Let's
I will
go do
make
all
up
that
for it.
again, folks. Well, why would the CT and ice cream not work?
Because we're doing a clean out for this.
Are you going to change your screen?
Oh, yeah, I guess I should.
Well, it is very possible that if you make ice cream with that recipe and you eat enough of it, you'll clean out that night. Just want you to
Called
say,
the dairy diet?
yeah, my very first night, it was like I woke up in the middle of the night and went, I think I need to, yeah, I should probably. And at first it said, no, you're okay. And I went back to bed. And then I about half an hour later, I woke up and went, no, I think I need to. And sure enough, I needed to. It was like I took that colonoscopy shit, you know? It was like, my answer in there, my answer was seriously, well, I didn't gain any weight from that ice cream. See how that was? That was seriously my thought.
I can't wait to try that recipe.
So what is it? It like heavy cream or what are you using that makes it so wonderful and yet so diuretic?
Well, 4 egg yolks, 2 cups of heavy cream, a tablespoon to 3 tablespoons of honey,
Vanilla?
Yeah,
vanilla and salt. Yeah, vanilla and salt. And that's it.
What if you don't put the salt in?
No, the salt's for
The
flavor.
salt is going to bring out the sweetness of the honey. That's just how baking goes.
Okay.
Salt enhances the flavor of anything else. That's what it's used for, and you don't really need a whole lot of it to do it.
Right. It's just a dash.
Try next time you have a nice cup of hot chocolate, put just a tiny little, just a few grains of in your hot chocolate.
A touch of salt and a touch of butter.
Coffee.
A touch of salt or a touch of butter.
Well, no, because if I start putting butter into my drink, I'm making a hot rum toddy.
Well, you can do
Nothing
that
else
too.
happens. It's always a hot rum toddy. It doesn't matter how I start. If there's butter, it becomes.
Something that tastes really good is Vandermint in hot chocolate.
Dom says salt makes sweet taste a little sweeter.
Yeah, and it makes savory taste a little bit more savory as well.
And to see how we are.
Oh, I just screwed up.
Well, would you just hurry up and keep going?
You can hit undo. That's the trick that.
No, I'm not going to change it.
Oh, okay.
And
like,
there are times where you can't undo, by the way.
Yes.
There are times where you cannot undo. Okay, so wait. This game I followed Digger. Oh shoot. Not okay. Got it.
Well, for heaven's sakes, that's not. You guys, that didn't help me any.
Well, you followed the wrong person. That's why. Do you see? Okay. So we need to figure this out.
Uh-oh. We're starting to get the dead air. We're all
Well,
thinking.
yeah, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
There's trouble if all three women are on screen and none of us are talking.
And there's no talking going on.
Smell the smoke.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'll just put this right there. There. I set you up again.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
did. Thank you, Betty much.
Yeah, that's what
Feel
I'm here
free
for.
to pay it forward there.
Diggers, please feel free to pay it forward.
I am right now.
Oh, wow.
She says that didn't help her. So anyway, Dom says, Digger, what do you want out of me?
What do I want out of you? I can't talk. Oh,
Ooh, she
I
came
don't
up
know
with
what
an
I want
idea.
out of you, but I got something to show you.
Ooh, you in trouble now, boy.
No. It's awesome. It's awesome. Oh, ow.
She's going to stand up. She only does that when she tries to show us her shirt.
No, not the shirt this time. And I'm learning. I don't do that. The boys, they trained me well.
She took herself off camera. You're not getting the shirt. And she ain't taking it off.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay, it's going to be your turn.
That's okay. This is just one of many zucchinis.
Oh, she got
my
a crop
yard.
in. She got a crop in. She got a piece of her crop out.
I'm
Look
getting
at her.
so many zucchinis this large.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
giving them to neighbors.
Oh my.
Look at that thing.
Yep.
Yeah. It's lovely.
I love making stuffed zucchini.
Yes. And this just as a, just so that you can use it as reference, Bobby, this is too big. This is most definitely too big.
If she can't put it in her mouth,
yes,
it's too big.
It's
There
too
you
big.
go. Got it. Okay.
Oh my
John
god.
is like, I was asking what Digger wants out of me when the women get quiet.
When the women get quiet.
And then it's
duck
your
and
turn.
cover.
Okay. And Dom says, well, Digger does not need a man right now. No, she's got one, and she's got her zucchini. So now
I'm
if
golden right
if
now.
they're going to have a fight, she gets to go, whack
okay.
you, and walk out. See how that's going to work?
I'm just going to go home.
Yep.
It's actually the right size to like a billy club.
That's what I was thinking. It makes a really good weapon. I've got basically it's a short staff. So if anyone wants to break into my place, they have to. I've got the high ground in my place, and they'll have to come at me with my short staff. And I'm a mean person. But those zucchinis are just about big enough to be a secondary weapon.
There you go. You are playing, right? Digger,
yes, I am.
Job.
I'm looking at
I
it. I
was pretty sure your garden would work okay.
Yeah. Oh, and the peas were awesome.
That was from Digger.
I ate the peas off the vine. They never made it anywhere past the vine.
And they were sweet, huh? Because you had that water going right by them. I bet they were sweet.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so that's a 9. And that's an ace? Okay.
Yes, that's an ace.
So that's 10 goes there. Jack. I guess I can do that.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt anything unless you've got it in your hand.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's only a benefit. We all know that now.
Darn. Okay, that's about it. Well, I've got a run going on in my side pots. Oh, Dom has got a short staff, and he enjoys handling it. I like my short staff too. I'm actually I wield my short staff quite well.
Damn.
And yeah, the stairwell, the front door opens onto the stairwell. Literally, there is no landing. You open onto stairs, and they're
Seriously,
not built to code. So
you pull the
Really?
door instead of open the door.
the door opens out instead of opening in because there's no in to open it. The stairs are right there.
You
But they're
bet
not
that's
up
a
to
reach.
code, so they're very steep and they're differing depths. So me standing at the top of the stairwell with my short staff, I don't think anyone's going to get very far.
Yeah, no, they're not. I mean, unless they figure out a way to knock her in her ankle first.
Yeah.
She's got them just one golf club right to the nose and they're down. I'm just gonna say which is one of the reasons that we worry about her when she goes down on her own. That sounded so wrong. So
and yet so accurate.
Hey, phrasing. Hey.
Just saying. Jesus criminy, I said that.
Oh.
Yes, so wrong, but yet it was so accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was special.
I was telling someone about that. That was my debut on live streams.
Well, I know that last week you had announced it again, and I'm
well, because it came up with someone else in a live stream chat that I've only just recently made friends with. And she was laughing. She said she really wanted to see it. And I said that she couldn't because it had been privated.
It's gone. Jeff was like, no, that was a latter part shit show for all of us, not just Digger. Because he could have just knocked you out, but he was friggin' drunk. He was drunker than I think I had ever seen him. He was that drunk.
Yeah.
And
I see.
That was the stream that made me mad because he was not concerned with you.
Oh, well, I don't think
me.
he had the ability.
He was too drunk to know.
Yeah.
We were trying to tell him, and he is like, "Oh, she's fine."
There, I helped you out a bit there, Cynthia.
That's okay. Yes, thank you.
Sure as hell didn't help me out none.
Well, yeah, at
Damn
the
it.
end of the day, I'm not helping myself out all that much either, but I know what it's like to accidentally put the card on the wrong pile in the side pile, and then you've hooped yourself.
And do you know what happens? Do you know what happens when you don't help me out? The dealer does. See how that worked?
Well, I would have helped you out if I could have. I just
You could have
didn't
stopped
have
at
the
the
cards.
jack. Could have stopped at the jack. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we are here just to give each other a hard time.
Well,
right?
yeah. That's
I mean,
why.
we're
That's
just-
why
we're
this game
just
is
saying-
so great.
That's it. That's the idea, is that we just go, and we don't put like a ton of thought in it. We just go, and whatever comes natural is the idea. We're not at war. It's entertainment, and then boom, then before you know it, then we start throwing words at each other.
Hey, I'm not for verbal volleyball.
And don't mess with my 6.
I know, but you can't have. Can you?
What? You can't
I
use it.
see. You can't use it because it's going. Oh shit! Yeah, I did it to myself again.
What the frick did you just do?
Did you just undo again?
I did because I
Okay.
was. Yeah,
I swear to God,
I've
something
got
was,
to play
was
or speak, not both.
something was up to a 4, and I could just lay my 6 on there, and she hit undo or something, and my whole screen changed.
Yeah, I had to take it all back because I would have really seriously fudged myself.
And my people were called Indian Giver. I see how that is.
Well, that's the thing. I gotta either speak or play.
I see how
when
this
it's
is.
my turn, I gotta just quiet and think about what's there.
That's okay. I totally see how this is. And you call my people Indian giver. I get that.
Hey, to be fair, I never used the term.
I see how this is. I'm totally I'm right there now. I'm seeing how this is.
And I mean, if you really want to go hard, Native Americans are not technically humans in the Canadian Charter. They're different. They're different. They're a different species or something.
The Canadian is not sees my humans as humans.
But in doing so, it ended out working in their favor
because they don't fall under your rules.
Well, now they've got a lot of freedoms that we don't have.
Right. I don't know what my dog wants, but he keeps coming in and touching me with his nose. I think he thinks I'm going to give him some ice.
That's what I was going to say.
Where's his ice?
Well, I gave him some, and so he already had some, but none for me to hand him, and he's probably now ready for me to start handing it to him. So we'll see what happens here in a moment.
Oh, someone's smoking pot.
Not me.
Holy Hannah, it just floated through my place, and I've got the windows closed and the aircon going.
Oh, man.
That was good. That had to come in through the bedroom and through two
Wow.
blankets.
And
Yeah.
it's not your meds coming through the AC?
No.
Well, inhale.
Do anything. I know, deep breaths.
Ooh, that was grumpy.
Oh, I can do something.
Oh, damn it.
Two of you are paying me back for the last game.
Oh, do I want to do that?
I would use the king as a 10 and then take her jack and queen and put it up there. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Depending on what you got under your king. So, of course, that's how that works out, right?
Holy Hannah. That can go there. And that can go there.
Okay, so I have to figure out how to go like this. Oh,
the fact that yeah. Oh, come on now. We can. Oh.
What?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get another hand.
I don't think so either. Oh, there it is.
Well, it worked out well. Let me go get dinner food.
Oh my goodness, it's good because I'm 10 minutes late
Yeah,
past my hard
Oh shoot, then we are done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot all about it.
Okay, well, sweetheart, we love you. Goodbye.
Yes.
Sorry that we got you 10 minutes late on your hard
That's
out.
okay.
But 10
At
minutes.
least I don't have to do too much.
There you go. 10 minutes isn't
guys.
horrible bad. Love you too, girlfriend.
Before I forget,
Kisses
Tuesday with Mighty, I'm okay for, but I've got a tooth is going to be pulled. So I will not be streaming Wednesday morning. I thought I booked it for Thursday. Turns out I booked it for Wednesday. So I can't stream again. So,
no. Well, you can, but just for our humor.
Yeah. Maybe I'll stream on Friday and you guys can laugh at me as I'm trying to read it through the swelling.
You know, and I still have the tooth thing. So if on Sunday you still want to stream and you have a toothache, we can use the aching tooth picture again because I have that somewhere.
Perfect.
Still. So see how this all works out. Okay. Love you, Bug.
Love
Peace
you.
out.
See you
You
guys
be
later.
good.
I'll be
Bye-bye.
in touch.
Dom's like, I had to make a playlist for tonight's music. See ya. We're all gonna be out of here. So AP's like, see ya later, y'all. Bye-bye, AP. And Dom even says, AP, bye. And we all are missing Froggy. So Froggy, if you ever, or if you're just like cruising along listening, we love you, girlfriend. And bye-bye, Froggy. So we are out of here. Thank you for joining us, Miss Cynthia. It was fun.
Thank you
And
for having me.
Yep. Fun and fast. So we are going to find an outro for the game. It's not, today is not game night. It's Heifer's Sunday Chat, and we were Heifer's Sunday Chat.
Well,
so
we mostly chatted, so that would be good.
That's the idea behind Sunday, and then we throw in a little bit of games. So anyway, love y'all. Thank you very much for popping in and popping out and popping in and popping in. And huggers buggers, see ya.
I grew up on a farm out in the heartland, where heifers moseyed freely in with the golden sand, where gentle lies and swaying tails whispered secrets carried by